I'll be able to see everything she's trying to do.
No.
So.
It's a player view on my stream, so you'll be fine.
Okay, good. Because I was going to bring you up and support you.
Yeah.
I don't have you followed. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have you followed. But now I've followed you.
Damn.
You're out of the game. You're done.
Well, good game, guys. Well,
All right then. Well,
Oh man.
I got to get a little bit of D&D in. Got to roll a couple dice, and guess I won't play for another year.
I am not entirely sure why my Discord voice isn't working.
I'm not sure, but you have a an ad going on. It looks like something between a mixture of Ren and Stimpy and Blue's Clues.
I have an ad. Well, I can't help the ads. Also, Alex, thank you so much for the liquid
Advertisements.
redemption.
Ha! I did that hours ago.
Did you?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up some water just to be sure.
Okay.
Hey.
There we
Oh,
go.
you have an interactive overlay?
I do.
There
It
we
doesn't
go.
have anything that goes to it.
You have to like mouse over and it'll auto pop and then you can click it.
I've got like add to my channel, build an extension, manage access.
I don't know anything about that. I just know that you can click it and it'll show the stats.
Let's see if this
what, though?
works.
Yeah, I don't see any stats whatsoever yet. So that may
So
just be me,
if you hover over the stream, your faces will pop up on the right.
They
And
are
if
not.
you click them, mine are popping up.
Well,
Yep.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do.
They're not popping up for me either.
I'll be back 2 seconds.
Okay.
Let's just add streamer
there we
problems in on top of
just
D&D
refresh.
problems.
Mine's fine. I don't know what you guys are having so much trouble for.
Oh my gosh, look at all this HP we all have.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, this is sick.
Hey, me and Grave are the chunky ones.
We are chunky boys.
Hey, Velith.
Oh
Hey,
wow, it
Emmys.
actually brings up my entire thing. That is cool.
Yeah. Velith
I only see my
Nanners,
stats in
welcome.
primary attacks.
Thank you so much for the
Click
liquid
on
redemption.
where your about just where your name is to your profile, and it'll bring up your like armor class, strength.
Oh yeah, but like I have like my base stats and then like primary attacks there. I don't have like all of the specifics about me that exist.
DM. Quick question.
What up, player? Ah, that works.
I'm trying to remember because I haven't done this in a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
attack action is attack, and then you still have your bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I quit using my bonus a long time ago in my old character.
Hey, it's
Hey.
working now.
I had enough attacks.
Alrighty. Well then, here we are.
I'm gonna miss it. I had so many attacks I could literally kill myself.
That's not okay. I already know the story you're telling.
Ill
That's
advised.
not normally how that goes.
Oh, I know that's not normally how it goes. I'm just saying that was actually really cool that I could do that.
He had an artifact that allowed him to do that.
Why isn't what the frick?
And no, I haven't told the story because I know you get embarrassed and think people are going to call you out on your DMing.
Huh?
It's not necessarily about. It's not a factor about embarrassment. It's more of a. I let you guys get away with too much.
You know, if everyone's having fun, is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah, I think it's
That's what
fine.
I go by. That's what I go by.
True.
But not
even-
everyone was having fun.
Oh, well, that's where it needs to be figured out.
It was mostly him because we would waffle stomp his monsters.
Yeah, if you can't give your players a challenge,
Stop giving them waffles then.
See, that's the thing. I always like. He's like, I can't even kill you guys. That's not the point of the game.
Yeah, that's not the point.
That's not what I was meaning by that. What I was meaning was I have something 3 challenge rating higher than what your party could face, and none of you make it below 25% HP.
But here's the thing, though. This is what you're not getting for yourself. You may have had that because you're seeing the sides of the DM. Our side, from where I was, we are all collectively losing our shits because you were actually really good at bringing the anxiety into it. So you basically boosted the challenge rating with just
I
words
couldn't
alone.
get to them with physical damage. I had to use emotional damage to hurt them.
I'm good at
Dang.
that. I mean,
I know.
Good.
I'm just saying now.
good.
Just gonna remove my emotion.
You still had
Nice.
those?
Can't hurt me now.
Oh
I mean, I
boy.
did.
I had to get rid of those a long time ago.
For some reason, on my Discord overlay, Omega Spleen, you're not popping up at all when you talk. So that's
Oh,
good.
that's weird.
Yep.
Wait.
So I can see everybody else's name when they pop up on my stream for like when they talk, except for you.
But don't you know that you're the only one that can hear me?
Oh,
I
Who are you talking to?
I live within your mind.
well. Oh,
What are you
this is-
talking
oh,
to?
this is good.
Listen, the accident was a
Oh,
long
no.
time ago. You have to let me go.
what is
are you
happening
crying?
on my stream right now? We haven't even started the
invited
game
us.
yet.
You invited us to play.
Oh my gosh.
This is the consequences.
So,
Welcome, Katharina. This is our stream now.
We have taken over
direct control.
in a
So,
world.
I don't know if anybody else has these, like, in-game goals. One of my goals that I have for, like, us playing together is I want to figure out how many of us have Batmaned our parents.
Ooh.
Fair
Because
enough.
that's such a common trope, and I want to see just how many people are like, yeah, you know what? Batman them.
I don't think I ever talked about Isaac's parents. It's
I
just-
love you guys, chat. I'm sorry I won't be able to talk
At what
to you
point
much
are they
during
Batman? What
session.
if they didn't die of old age?
But I appreciate
If they're
you.
gone.
Oh,
No.
You mean like dead?
Yeah.
No.
Hmm. Not
just
for me
wondering
to
how
say.
many- How many of us Batmaned our parents?
Well, I'll say it, but my parents are still fully alive.
I honestly
So-
don't know because I don't think I ever thought of them.
I
You
guess.
didn't think about your parents?
Good.
I honestly think that they
Oh,
just
good.
kind of.
Isaac erupted from the ground, clad in armor, ready to go. Load him to the catapult.
That's actually a real thing. The battle rages.
can we
with
shoot Isaac out of a catapult? Is this a
No,
thing?
we cannot shoot
Yeah,
Isaac out of a
Why
castle.
not?
He's actually
He's
kind of
full of
used to that
spikes.
because they. And what I had for the war, they would actually load battle ragers in there and just chuck them from catapults at the other army.
See, it's in his backstory. We gotta do it.
If it's in his backstory,
Now,
he
whether I
comes-
live, whether
he
I
comes
live or
with a
not, is another
catapult.
story.
in his backstory, he comes with a catapult. You have to.
I didn't realize I was purchasing a catapult. I am sorry, Katharina.
Okay. You don't currently have it. You'll have to buy it later.
I don't plan on buying it, but if I, there's,
How much is a catapult?
Testing.
That feels like something Spark would give us, right?
Bring out the catapults. Fire.
Spent session 1 bad guy. Is that a fucking catapult? What are they doing with
See,
the dwarf?
see a dwarf flying through the air.
Just, ah!
I thought they hated that.
So, they're in the DMG. Siege weapons are in the DMG.
9,348 platinum, according to Nanner there in chat.
That's
That feels like a guess.
that seems
Dang.
really high.
I don't think they want everybody having catapults.
Nobody is getting a catapult.
She already instantly regrets having us together.
This is true. Oh man.
Hey, there's a catapult spell. We don't need a whole catapult.
But there's a catapult spell?
Yes, it doesn't do what you think.
I'm none of these things. Oh, I don't think. Okay, yeah, we can't.
You'll just have to get telekinesis and
There
then just
they
use
are.
that.
I was having the gosh darndest time getting my Discord overlay to work. I got it. It's all fixed.
There it is. I see it.
Javon says just learn the spell catapult.
It's only
Don't
for like
give them
this is for, like,
ideas.
Yeah,
£5.
that's like for like
Catapult.
£5. We'll have to learn. We'll have to get telekinesis so we can just huck Isaac.
I'll have you know, I did my time in the catapults. I'm not fond of doing it again.
Yeah, for every level above the second that you can, you get an extra £5.
It hurts like hell.
Okay.
Probably.
So how many levels do we need to?
Are we all
Launch it.
settled? Are we good to go? Can we
I'm
start?
good.
I don't think we were
I've
ever
been good for a while.
Okay. Now that we've got the shenanigans out of the way, everybody should be live. Pretty sure. Cool. All right.
Indeed.
Yes.
So, for anybody here who has never played D&D before, it is a tabletop role-playing game where a bunch of friends get together, one person decides how much trauma to give them, and the other ones play through it. And it's a good, fun thing to do. We currently have 4 players, and you can see them all on the screen here. If you would like to see more about them, you can go to my website. I have a link up at the top. If you click Spark, it'll give you detailed information about each of their characters. They haven't written any bios yet. Maybe we'll get that in the future. We'll see. So you can definitely look at that. And we have never played before as a team, so this is going to be a fun learning experience. This is my first actual full game session as a 5th edition Dungeon Master. I have mostly played 3.5, so I will probably mess things up from time to time, but it's going to be great because I have, like, all my other characters are also DMs in their own stuff. They're pretty awesome. If you aren't following them, please definitely follow everyone here today. We have Insane Mito, who is also a Twitch person.
Oh.
I don't know what you stream. I'm sorry. What do you normally stream? Tell us about yourself.
I'm actually on hiatus right now because I'm taking care of my child, but I do usually stream like Destiny, FPS games, things like that.
There we go. And there is his Twitch link if you want to follow him. Omega Spleen is also another Twitch streamer that we have on here. There is his Twitch stream. Definitely follow him. Spleen, tell us about your stream.
Hello. Normally, I play survival games with friends, hunt monsters pretty much whenever I can, sail the Sea of Thieves, and whenever possible, I play some like unpopular battle royales that I really want to blow up, and I'm bad at them, but I still go pew pew. So
Nice. We also have Mr. Bunny, who is playing Abaddon. There is his link, his Twitch, so definitely follow him. He's also streaming, and so is Omega Spleen. Mr. Bunny, tell us a little bit about your stream.
I play a lot of games just randomly throughout. I normally carry 3 at once, but I just chill if you want to vibe to music while playing ridiculous games and watching me get scared shitless. That's me.
Nice. And then we do have Alex, who is playing Dawngrave. Whew, I said that right the first time. Who's playing Dawngrave with us today. He does have a Twitch account, but I don't know if you stream right now. But there's his link if you want to follow him too. He's an awesome player. Alex, do you have anything to say about you or your channel? Because you're amazing.
I'm just also on hiatus, taking care of myself this time.
It's totally cool.
But play lots of things. Last thing I was doing was a bunch of Super Mario ROM hacks. So
Thank you, Mary. So they are all part of a group called Spark. And Spark is just an organization that goes around collecting relics and information about stuff. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to actually pull you guys into the current situation. This was a play area so that they could play around while the stream was starting. We're leaving this area now and going to the actual one. Boop.
Ooh.
Hang on. Don't touch anything yet. Hold on 2 seconds.
I don't like the way that guy's looking at me.
Oh. I have a guy with a sword in front of me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go. Okay.
that's just Marco. He's probably friendly, right?
This is how we lose the sorcerer.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I will, I'm going to start DMing now. You guys, you do what you want to do. Just so you know, you have 2 other characters from your organization here today. You have Marco, who is kind of like the leader of your little group. And then you have Elise, who is like a a support character. She usually comes along for like documentation purposes and things like that. You have come to the temple today. Your mission is basically to find out what's going on in this area. Your organization leader basically said, you know, you want to learn stuff about these temples so that when we go searching for them later, you kind of have a little bit of background. So that's why you're at the temple today. The dude over here, Morthos, is your guide. This is a kind of a smaller temple, but they do have a very nice library, so you've been told. You haven't seen anything yet. And so that's where we are right now. You all have traveled here together. And I'm going to let you guys explain what your characters look like to each other, even though I see your character models here. Abaddon, let's go with you first. Tell us about your character, what you're doing, what you're looking like.
Okay. I mostly just kind of stand around pretty basically. My arms either crossed or on my side. I have more of a dark kind of purple skin to it with kind of horns that go back and kind of meet at the back of my head. They're smoothed out. So instead of, kind of a rigid kind of horny look, I've kind of smoothed them down to make them look almost like similar to my skin color there. On my chest, from the slight expose that you can see, there's a few scales that are red that kind of adorn the lower part of my neck. I have a few tattoos on me. I have a few kind of golden inlays underneath my eyelids there, with one kind of in the center of my forehead, signaling kind of like a sideways eyeball there. My robes are pretty basic. They're a bit more kind of higher quality, nice, darker kind of silks. I have a back cape that adorns the back of me, that's made out of purple, kind of nice silk fabrics there, with a small brooch kind of adorned to kind of keep it in place. On the sides of me, I carry a kind of satchel that has a few books kind of there. I normally carry them around with me to normally, read when I need to. I'm not super muscular for my physique. I'm more of a taller kind of lad, just generally kind of more lanky and skinny than most, but still a little bit of meat on my bones there. Besides that, I just have kind of a jewel of a dragon on my ears that kind of crest over and meat looking forward as well, with a few of the jewelry pieces scattered on my horns and on the tips of my ears as well. My hair kind of flows to the one side when it's trimmed in the other, and it goes from a deep black to a light purple there. So that's pretty much what you guys kind of see mostly on my character.
Beautiful. And right now, your character is currently kind of talking to Morthos as he's explaining a little bit of the statue you guys are looking at right here. He's basically saying, yes, this is the one of the really good queens of the land from back in the day. She kept a incoming army from actually hurting any citizens. All citizens were saved during this particular war, and that's why she has her own statue in this temple. There was a lot more to that story. That's the back end of it. And there you go. He went into like great detail of the battle and stuff. That's the gist of it. Dawn Grave, tell us a little bit about your character as he's finishing up this story about the warring queen.
I'm a dwarven cleric who is wearing Egyptian-style linens with jewels kind of inlaid around the borders. And I have a hood that comes up over my head that's in the shape of Anubis, and the eyes off a faint green glow to them. I've got a nice bushy red beard that's got some jewels and rings amongst the braids. And my skin tone is kind of a tanned color. That's me.
Nice. As Morthos is finishing up his current story, Elise looks over at you and kind of makes a couple notes, and then was like, did you have any questions about the Great Queen? And she kind of like gives the rolling of the eyes as if that story took way too long.
No, I think I got most of it from Morthos over there.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm sure we're gonna get so much more detailed information once we get up to their book collection. And she looks over at Isaac. Isaac, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Isaac is a 4-foot dwarven battle rager. He has crimson red armor with spikes. He has the insignia of the Hellhounds, a unit that he used to lead when he was in a war. He's very battle worn, kind of short tempered at times. Hangs out with Red a lot, and he's kind of a no nonsense kind of guy. But he does like to have fun, and he gets into chaotic stuff once in a while. When in combat, he actually wears a mask that clicks into his helmet and has Dreamweave in it, causing the eyes to turn red and have a wispy smoke coming from them, giving him the nickname of Red Eye.
Beautiful. Elise kind of looks over at you and does the same, like, shrug motion. And then you kind of see Marco over there. He turns towards Morthos and just says, yes, I think we've got enough of that story on the way up the stairs here. Can we start continuing our way to the library, please? Morthos gives a kind of shrug, like, okay, obviously these guys don't care, so he's gonna start moving his way up the stairs, and Marco is gonna start following him here. Red, you're kind of taking up the back part here, so do you have any questions? Like, are you looking around a little bit? Your friends are kind of ignoring you right now. At least Elise is. She only looked at the dwarves in front of you. Tell us about yourself.
As I'm looking around the room, picking my teeth, my nails, kind of, Red is... He's a stockier boy, 6 foot, broad-shouldered. He's a bit chubby, but he gets his winter weight. That's what he doesn't matter what time of year, though. Got a big bushy beard that's probably a bit of a stranger to a comb. My hair down to my shoulders at least. He hasn't checked in a while. Often tied back with whatever's handy just to keep it out of my eyes. Just kind of looking around the room. Isaac may be a no-nonsense guy, but I'm pretty good at nonsense, so I'm that better part of the half. I'm here. This is all new territory for me. Cities and temples and the like, so kind of taken aback a little bit, just looking around, picking my teeth.
This is a very enclosed area. You are in a building right now that you can't see the outside to. The floor, now that you've kind of, everyone has cleared out of your way a little bit, it's got a mosaic feel to it. It looks like all the stones have been placed in there. Some of them are cracked as if they've been walked on a whole bunch, or maybe something's been dropped from up ahead. This statue looks like a newer piece set to everything else. Everything else looks a little bit more, run down. The statue is an impeccable precision. That's the word I wanted to say. She is perfect in every way. Don't look at anything else about her. She is really good with everything that she has. I'm sorry. My brain just went somewhere else. She does have, like, little snake figurines wrapping down her arms. It looks like it was etched into the stone with her crown on top of her head. We have Morthos moving up the stairs here, and he opens the door to the upper layer, and he moves out there, expecting you guys to follow whenever you can. Your leader's currently blocking your own particular path. Hold on. Move, click, leader. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Excuse me. Sorry. It wouldn't let me click more than one token at a time. Also, learning new system chat. Sorry about that. It's gonna be some hiccups. You guys enter. Once you leave that other area, you do walk up some stone steps so that now you're about 10 to 15 feet off of the ground level floor, and you open into a dusty smelling library. There's a couple bookshelves here. You can definitely smell that the books are not as well taken care of as they probably could be. There's a couple lights here around the main area. There is an open door to your right that seems to lead further into the mini temple. Morthos looks around and says, "Yes, and this is our library. It is one of the biggest libraries in the area. We are happy to say that we take very good care of our books. We do actually have a bookbinder coming next week to check and make sure that most of the books are still in, not falling apart condition. So do be careful. These are very old. If you'd like to go ahead and start moving around the room, you can peruse the books at your leisure. There's some chairs you can use to sit down. If you're not very much into books, I do have a nice, beautiful area over here that I can tell you to." And he kind of walks over to a door. There's some mosaics over here that I would like to show you, and I can give you a little bit of lore of the land, tell you a little bit about everything that's going on with this temple and why we're here. So if you want to follow me, just come straight on through this door here. And he kind of walks on
As if
through
you might
it.
want to follow him. It sounds like he's got pictures, and I don't think you do that much reading.
What I want is some ale. We could have got a lot more information out at the bar.
If you don't mind, I'm going to take a few books and read here for a minute. And I'll sit down and grab a book and just start reading through it a little bit.
Marcos takes his time too, and he kind of nods to you and is like, "I think I'm going to take some books as well." And he goes over to the books. Elise, go ahead and follow Book Guy and make sure you keep taking notes is what you're supposed to do.
I'm
She,
gonna follow Red.
because, that's her job, she follows you guys, doesn't say very much, has her notebook out, is taking notes with one of those strange new pens that she doesn't need to dip in ink. It's something that she created on her own and just lets her keep writing as she's walking.
All right, picture man, what do you got for me?
Hold on. This is much more difficult than I intended it to be. I have two screens going. This is kind of, hold on. Let me change how I'm doing stuff here. Here we go. Okay. Nope, now I have that covered up. Hold on.
Dreamer problems.
I need more screens. That's all it is. I need more screens. Okay.
You need 7 screens.
Exactly. One screen for each thing.
Another PC, 2 more laptops, and 7 screens. Then she may minimize some problems.
Oh no.
As you walk into this next room, you see that there's images etched into stone displayed around the chamber. He starts talking about the trials of their patron, Luana Olivas. Born in a small village, she was prophesied to have a great destiny. And in this particular one, he's pointing to the first part over here. He's saying that she had a great destiny. There was an old witch in the village who had a prophetic dream that said she was going to change the course of this world. And so because of that prophetic dream, she was actually given to the local temple. And because of that, she was raised to be very kind, very loving, and in faith with gods and things like that. So she was very helpful. And the mosaic kind of displays just very crude, etched in drawings of a baby being given to the temple, and the nice little rays of light above the temple to show that it was holy, that kind of stuff.
As a craftsman, how does this look to Isaac?
So honestly, it's guessing at how old these stones probably are. You're guessing they're about 1,000 years old. They've stood up very well for being how old they are. And for craftsmen of about probably 1,000 years ago or more even, because it's definitely nothing that you've seen recently, they're decent. They're not God level anything like that, but there was a very good craftsman who made these. You can actually see that there's a little bit of gold trim now that you're looking a little more closely at it, inlaid into certain things to accentuate different articles in this particular stone area. So yes, it's pretty good. You will not be able to lift it because it is like placed against the wall, and it is bigger than you and wider than 3 party members. So, I don't know if you wanted to take it or not. Just letting you know, you cannot pick it up.
What was that?
I'm just letting you know, you can't
Look,
pick it up.
I got a feeling she's watched our Divinity playthrough a little bit, and she knows how you are.
I'm not the thief, okay?
No picking up for you.
Did she ever say what this dream was? And she prophesized.
Oh, just, it's been kind of lost to time, just that she had a great destiny. You know how prophets are with their vagueness to it.
Yeah, I know how they are. Very vague.
You see that your companion here behind you is taking furious notes on everything that he's saying here. And he continues on once you give the okay that he's all right to keep going. He says, "Okay, so where was I?" And he strokes his beard for a moment. I don't get interrupted that often. Let's see. We talked about getting to the temple.
Can I make a perception check to like look at that girl's book to see if she's writing down his little monologue there too?
Sure.
She's right down. Doesn't get interrupted much. Okay.
She does not write that down. She draws a little flower off to the side while he's mumbling to himself.
An artist.
So he's like, okay, so yes, after she was fully trained at the temple, a great sickness started sweeping through the land. She and a handful of her closest friends apparently set out to cleanse the land of this sickness. And on the mosaic, you see that her and like 3 other companions leave the Radiant Temple, and her with a stick in hand, you know, the typical backpack on her back, and her friends going through everything. He talks about how she has to go through trials, and you can see on the mosaic that there's like a trial by fire. There's some monsters on there. It looks like they're swimming in one section. You're not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe that's swimming. This one's a little fuzzy. It just looks like she's just her and her friends do a bunch of different things all in one like small area. And he says, after many trials and the loss of a companion, they make it to the top of the world. And he kind of moves over to the next one. And this is a completely new one where she's actually standing, it looks like, on top of a mountain with a giant oval shape in front of her with 2 companions behind her back. A hideous beast was pouring a vile mixture into the waters that trickled down to the rest of the world. And he's telling this as he's getting a little bit more into it. You know, he feels like he's actually getting to the best part of the story right here. And you can see that there's like a 6-eyed round creature or something, and it's like puking into something. It kind of looks like water that could be running down this mountainscape that they have here. And he says, a battle ensued where Luana and her remaining companions came out victorious. Afterwards, a higher being came down to acknowledge their accomplishments. And in the next scene, you see like an angel-type figure, typical, you know, with the radiant things around it. And she and her companions are kind of standing before her, slightly bent as if they're tired. A gift was given to each companion that suited them best. Luana wished to help the people even after her death. With this wish, she was given the powers of a god, and she cleaned the waters of the world. And it kind of shows that she now has the faint glow around her, and it's like she's touching the waters that the creature had been puking into before, and it's, you know, whole glowy thing. That's what you're seeing etched into the stone behind him. And with her new powers she blessed all the peoples of our land. After walking down from the mountain she was crowned queen and resided in the royal city of Glowmore. Many years of peace followed her rule, and at the end of her life she journeyed back to the top of the world, never to be seen again. Her line still runs true in the capital. And as he's telling this last little part, you can see that it's a typical queen sitting on a throne with a bunch of subjects in front of her. And then as you wrap around to the end of the building, you can see her walking back up to the top of the mountain, and the etched-in stones kind of end there. Well, how did you guys like it? Do you enjoy our stories? Ah, she's great, isn't she? Luana was the best patron we could have. We actually have these little take-home pendants of her. Please do take these. These are from the temple, just so that you know that we've talked about her and you kind of know the great story of Luana. And he gives you this small pendant that has like 6 points on it. 2 of the points are longer than the other ones. And it is on like a chain that you can put around your head on a necklace type thing. Do you guys put them on in front of him? He is giving them to you.
I just kind of like hold it out in front of me, like look at it and kind of, thanks. And I just put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Isaac's like, yeah. That was a good story. It just kind of like stuffs it in his pocket too.
Elise walks up and takes it from him, and she says, "Thank you. This is really nice." And she sees his like slightly sad face that you're both not actually putting it. I'll put it on. And she like wraps it. It's really nice. It's made of like crude metal pieces or something. But she's wearing it for him.
This poor guy probably handmade this shit. It's like, this is what he does in his off times. He hand makes these things. And we're just like, oh, that's going in the trash
Just
can.
out of game. They always try and push you towards the gift shop, okay? They're always, it's a common tour thing.
Kath, real quick, how do you spell the name of the queen?
It is Luana, Luanna.
Okay, got it.
Trying to figure out how I can add this to my stuff now.
So back in the book room, you guys over here, you kind of hear him telling the tale through the open door because he definitely didn't shut it. So you did listen in on that, but you couldn't, partake of any of it. What are you guys doing over here in the book room?
I'm reading my poetry books, and I'm finding a few other books that are on the shelf that also pique my interest of the sorts. Just kind of rummaging through them a little bit.
I'm also just kind of poking around looking for books that look like a good read.
Sure. Just poking through the books. There's a whole bunch of books on religion themes and things like that for all different types of gods, if that's something that you were looking for. There seems to be books on history. There is actually a book on the line of queens. Do any of you take a look at that one? It looks like it's for the kingdom of all of us, line of queens. It's okay, you don't have to.
Yeah, my character would probably grab that and sift through it a little bit.
Okay, so just opening the book, it's actually pretty thick. It looks like if you kind of look through it, it does completely record every single person born in the line of Luana, down to the current people who are in power, which it looks like it's somebody named Libby Olivas, who's the princess, and Ronan Olivas, who is the prince. And their father is also currently alive. It looks like the mother, it looks like there's been something etched here that she has passed away.
Okay, and what was the name of the princess and the prince again, sorry?
Sure, the princess is Libby, Libby. Okay, and the prince's
name?
Ronan, Ronan.
Got it, thank you.
It does not say the king's name because it looks like he is not a direct descendant.
Okay.
There are some other basic books on here, things about agriculture, just some history of the land nearby, farming chronicles, population chronicles. Nothing else terribly interesting as the guy finishes up his story in the other room.
I'm about to see what the others are up to.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, good story. Good story.
Marco was also kind of just perusing the books. It doesn't look like he found anything terribly interesting.
Did you guys find anything in here?
I found a book about the current line of kings and queens and the past kings and queens before Luana came. It's very interesting. If you want to take a look at it, there's a lot of names in here. I'd say.
Books aren't really my thing. I'm more the hitting type. You know that.
No, fair enough. True that. Sadly, the current queen has passed away, though. So sad to hear about that.
Morthos has
queen,
walked in
sorry.
at this point. He hears you talk about the queen passing away, and he goes, yes, it was a tragedy. Oh, awful. As soon as the princess was born, the queen was struck down by some disease. It's terrible. We mourned for 3 years.
Dang.
Awful.
Wait. So, like, as soon as the child was born, just disease.
Yes.
Did we?
It's
find out
never
what it
happened
was?
before. The kingdom knows what it is. They don't always tell a lot of the things. You'll probably find out more information at the Capitol if you wanted to talk about that. Just for our records here, she passed away due to disease shortly after the princess was born. Very sad. Well, if you all would like to see the temple, and he kind of looks excited, we have kept it in really good condition if you just right this way with me, if you don't mind.
Alrighty.
Oops, hold on. I shut the door in my face. There we go.
Well, let's go check out this temple.
Hey, Abaddon.
Yeah. What's up?
Come here.
All right.
That sounds kind of sketchy that somebody just gets a disease right after giving birth.
It kind of does, yeah. It's not normally normal for that to happen, I'd say.
Yeah, let's keep ears open for that.
Oh, hey,
Sounds
Abaddon,
good.
he wanted you to have this, and I hand him the necklace.
Oh yeah, Abaddon, I got one too for you. Here you go.
Okay. I'll take both of them and just kind of hold them for the moment before I'll kind of gingerly put one on, kind of catching it on my horns before kind of just like dangling over my neck, and I'll put the other one into my pocket. Thank you, I suppose.
You walk into this smaller room, and along the walls you definitely see that it looks like there are books encased under glass. Some of them are laying open, chronicling, it looks like some of the life of Luana from her trials and tribulations, but since they're under glass, it looks like they're not really for touching. They're simply for historical value at this point. There's also some trinkets in here, a dagger, a statue, maybe a necklace or something like that. He walks over here. He sees you kind of looking at them or near them, maybe not even looking at them, but since you're near it, Morthos goes, yes, those are our pride and joy. We've collected them from temples nearby of artifacts from Luana's age, yeah. We needed anything we could for our beautiful temple. And as you can see, we do have some, and his voice kind of lowers since he realizes he's in the temple at this point. We do have some petitioners here right now, and they're probably praying, maybe we shouldn't actually be in here. Let's just keep going south. And he kind of walks to the south.
I just realized, like, Isaac's walking, like, right next to things. Get back on the rug, Isaac.
Oh, hold on. You're missing 2 of your... Oh, God, I killed a token. Hold on.
That's been a murder.
Can I highlight both of them? Oh, I can. I can move them both at the same time.
Oh man, dude,
Oh,
Cass
my God.
Cass figured it out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay. I didn't realize you can click and highlight everyone at the same go. All right, we're good. We're good now.
Oh, I'm good. I realize I'm seeing the line of fire of this archer.
He has stopped arching at this point and is just kind of
Okay.
staring at you guys. Can I move him? Did I make you an actual character model? I did. Okay, good. I'm just going to scoot him over there. There we go.
He's like, well, I guess I'm done for the day.
So you guys walk into this other room. It looks like it's a room for people practicing archery. It looks like there's some things down there where people can do sword fighting techniques against one of those doll type machines. Don't actually know what those are called. You know what I'm talking about. They use it in Kung Fu Panda. But there's a bunch of that around here. There is another guy down there in the corner, and Elise, as soon as she walks into the door here, she kind of shuts the door. She shuts the door. There we go. She shuts the door behind her so she doesn't bother the people in the other room anymore. He says, yes, this room actually used to be a bathing quarter for the priests of this particular establishment. This door over here leads back down if that was something you wanted to leave, if you had all the information here. But this used to be a bathing quarter. This temple, we've gone a little bit downhill. We don't have as many people coming by anymore. Not a lot of the, donations coming in for everything, but your organization was very kind and donated a very kind amount for today for showing you around everywhere, and I appreciate that a lot. So you can look around at your leisure. If you're hungry, I have bread. That's all I have right now, but I can definitely get you something more from town if you're hungry. That's really about it. There's just our quarters over here where we... Oh, right, there is this room. I completely forgot that there's a room over here with statues in it. So these statues, if you continue following me, he's actually left the room and not paying attention to you guys anymore as he's kind of rambling around. He's like, yes,
these... Say another story.
These are our queens from the past, some of the great ones. We've just not as great as the biggest one down there, in the main quarter, but these ones, they're wonderful. The line of queens has gone back thousands of years. It's just wonderful. Hopefully the new princess is also going to be a great queen. There's been some negativity from the east, but we have a forest between us and them. It should be fine. And now here's the quarters over here that I was talking about. If you ever needed to rest or anything like that, we have a couple beds here for any weary travelers, coming through the area. But is there anything that I can I get you guys? Did you want to stay in the book room a little bit more? Is there any questions you have? Oh my gosh, I completely missed it. Oh, so Sir Abaddon, I wanted to give you this, and he gives you one of those pendants.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
He's like, yes, I've already given it to two of your other companions. This was handmade by the priestess of this particular temple. It is a symbol of our patron, Luana, and I hope you keep it with you for protection. She is for this land. She has blessed it, so having her token on you can only bring good deeds. And I will give one to you as well, Dawngrave. Here you are, sir. And he hands you one as well. And
thank you.
And then he kind of looks at you, Abaddon, and sees the one already on your neck. Does like a little, huh? And then shakes his head, and then he kind of goes down here and gives one to Elise and Marco as well. Are you all parched? Can I get you something to drink? This room is probably one of the quieter ones in the area, and I don't want you to eat or drink in the book room, the library. Can I get you something? Anything at all?
Now, are we staying here, or are we just checking this place out?
Marco kind of comes up here and he says, we're supposed to read about the lore of the area and everything. I mean, a drink wouldn't hurt anyone
what
to
time
have.
Of day is it?
It's probably early morning.
Okay.
You
Have
probably
some tea if possible. That'd be wonderful.
Oh yes, tea, of course. Yes, I will go get that. Give me just a moment. Please stay here. I'll be right back. And he kind of walks away.
For sure. I also tuck the other pendant that I received into my pocket as well.
Are we staying here, or are we gonna go see the town?
Well, we're supposed to stay here and do some research. I suppose we should get to reading.
I'll do some reading here. Once my tea returns, I'll start delving into some books here and see what I can find for us.
I'll give you a hand with that.
Sounds good.
The negativity from the east sounds like something that might be interesting.
I was curious about that too. I heard that I've never really been to the east myself, but I've heard there's some lovely sights to see all around, but it's not fun when there's, brewings of negativity and harsh terms,
No, negativity spouts from just about anywhere if you look hard enough.
This is true. And while we're talking, I'll kind of go and sit down over the table here and kind of pull out one of my smaller books and just start kind of writing down a few things in there of the books that I previously had read in the library.
Downgrade, you've been awful quiet. You all right over there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. I see you guys tucked your pendants away. Is there something wrong with them, or?
I'm not really a religious kind of man.
You have to be religious to appreciate a gift from someone who is religious, but I guess that's your choice, all right?
I tend to not wear symbols other than who I worship.
All right, that's fair. I can get on board with that.
Abaddon, because Elise sees that you're kind of writing in your book, she comes over and shares some of her notes as well, in case there's anything you missed when the guy was talking about the mosaics earlier.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll kind of share kind of my readings and also take notes on hers too. So
it's taking that guy a long time to come back. You actually did not see anywhere in here where there was food and things like that, so you're not entirely sure where he's going to get tea.
That guy seems
and bread from.
Super nervous. Like, how much money did Spark give him?
I have no idea.
He was a little excited that we were here. I definitely see.
Yeah, he really excited.
Hey, Elise,
Yes.
do you know how much they gave him?
I'm afraid that's above my pay grade. I'm just here as a scribe.
You think Morthos is above your pay grade too? Like, is he making more than you?
I am not sure. I forgot to mention what they looked like. Elise is a fair-skinned elf, so she's kind of like a little more dainty. And Marco over here, he is a human fighter, so he's thickly built and bald. He makes sure that he shaves everything, so your beards and your full facial hairs, he doesn't have any of that.
Saitama.
Okay, we're like down the middle, right? Half of us have glorious beards, the other half are nice and smooth skinned.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No one feels left out.
Yep. Also, I'm going to take off the pendant I had around my neck, and I'll kind of pull it over and put it in my pocket as well.
So, Abaddon, as you're starting to take the pendant off, you feel a cold shiver run down your spine, and it kind of draws your eyes over to this curtain over here. And you get the feeling you kind of want to leave the pendant on, but you're not being stopped from taking it off if you still want to.
Okay. I'll still take it off, but like kind of slowly. Can I make a perception check on what might be over there?
Do it.
Okay, where's my perception?
It's the first roll of the night.
I'm so excited.
No pressure.
I was rolling a thing.
Okay, 9.
All right.
You look over there, and there's it looks like there's a tapestry hanging on the wall. It's a typical tapestry. There's not really anything drawn on it. It's like just a woven, pretty tapestry hanging on the wall. You don't really notice anything about it. It kind of looks like maybe it wiggled a little bit with some breeze, maybe from somebody that walked by it earlier. So that's about it, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take off the pen. I kind of like clutch the brooch that's kind of on my left side and kind of hold it a little bit. On the brooch, I forgot to mention it has the symbol of my god on it there. It's a bunch of flames kind of curling up around each other, and they kind of meet at the top of it. So I kind of clutch and hold that for a second.
Now, can the rest of you give me just a quick perception check?
Sure thing. F. I saw the 14 and a 6. It's all up to you, Dongrave.
992. Dang.
Hang on.
I got a 2. Yep, these are people.
Just gets a 2. It's taking him a long.
Good.
Oh my
Sorry.
Oh, man.
All right, cool. No,
Oh,
we're
there's not a
good.
trap.
So you guys are just kind of chilling there. Marco is getting a little antsy. He's kind of bouncing back and forth on each feet.
Okay.
He's like, man,
You okay there, big guy?
I don't enjoy enclosed areas, and it's I like to be in big open spaces in case we're attacked. That's my. I don't know how they were supposed to train in that tiny little room over there.
That did kind of strike me as weird. This place is supposed to be so special to them, but they turn one of the places into, the training quarters.
Yeah, where's the baths?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad. So like they're
Yeah.
just all dirty now, or
I mean, that's not what I was getting at, but
you
raised a valid point.
And where's he at? He is taking forever for tea.
I mean, water's got to boil, Isaac.
Yeah, he's
It
got to
just-
grow the tea leaves too, I'm sure.
How big is this town we came in?
So
Or is it like a fully fledged city?
it's a fully fledged city. The city had about 8,000 people in it.
Okay.
And this temple that you guys were sent to is about a couple hours just outside of the city. So it's a little bit of a walking distance. That's why it's mid-morning instead of like bright and early. You didn't get there right away. Red, I need you to roll me a... What is that? Hold on.
Red's dead.
Roll me another perception check.
Okay.
That was
22.
a natural one.
Okay. So
That
when
would've
you
been
got to about here, before you moved away, you felt like something reached out and ran its finger up your spine as you got close to this tapestry. And you didn't like it, so you took a step back. And turning to look at the tapestry, it looks like a normal tapestry. There's nothing worrisome about it at all. But you felt that.
I go to the tapestry and look behind it real quick.
You guys see Red walk over to the tapestry and fling it up. And there's a wall behind it. On the wall, because it is a solid looking wall, it looks like there's a just like that symbol that he gave you guys on your necklace. So there's like 2 extending points with 2 smaller points coming off of it with a circle around it. And it looks like it's just painted on the wall behind the tapestry.
What you got over there, Red?
Something touched me.
Nothing over there,
Like
though.
that.
Was it
Not
one
like
of you
that at
two?
all.
No, I'm just
I
I
been sitting
looked to the
here.
2 spellcasters.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
just
running him a book.
waiting for some water over here at the table.
Something touched me, in this direction.
Oh,
I have a question. Do we hear any of the people training still, or people in the main rooms walking around, anything, or is it just dead quiet?
No, you can still hear them. There's definitely temple chatter going on around you. There's still people over there coughing, and there's that guy seems to have resumed arrow shooting completely ignoring that you guys are here to probably study.
How like fresh is that marking on the wall? The paint.
It looks pretty new. Elise kind of walks closer as well and pulls out her notebook, and she walks up behind you, Red, kind of puts her finger up. Do you mind if I take just a quick look at that? I need to
Yeah, I step
compare
aside
it.
and like hold it up for her. Like, here you go.
Let me get out your way here.
Oh, thank you, very kind. And she steps forward and looks at it, and as she gets closer, she seems to have that same really anxious feeling, like she shivers visibly. And as she got closer to it, you guys noticed that the pendant she's wearing glowed just a little bit. And the thing on the wall, the symbol, starts to actually glow. And before you guys can even know what's happening, you feel a tugging sensation as you are moved through the wall and sucked into the symbol.
good.
All right, I've played enough Phasmophobia to know
Good.
that I'll be in the van.
I didn't even have my damn pendant.
So you all were
Yeah, I'm carrying all of
dumped
yours.
unceremoniously on a bunch of steps that kind of lead to nowhere. So you're all just on top of each other right now. It looks like you can kind of go around the corner if you wanted to, but you're definitely
move.
all just tangled right now, sitting on some steps. And the steps do continue upward, or it looks like you can turn the corner and go down.
Is it like no lighting at all? Just pure dark?
Pure darkness, so your human counterpart can't see a darn thing.
So wait, did Merrick come through too, or did he just watch us all get sucked into this painting?
He wasn't in the room with you, so it was just the 6 of you from Spark who were in that room together.
Oh god, we've been blue skidooed.
I'm sorry, I was trying to the male human that was part of our group.
Yes.
I think we're all in here.
Okay,
His name is Marco. Yes, he's here.
Marco. Okay.
Marco Polo. Sorry.
Okay.
Why did I call him Marco?
Real quick, I'm gonna immediately. I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna cast dancing lights on the ceiling for our human counterpart.
Hold on, before he starts doing that, I grab his hand and I put the finger up to my lips, and I would like to roll perception to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, I'll hold off on that then.
Okay. Roll perception.
17.
So in this small, cramped space where you all are currently sitting, it sounds like you're in some kind of underground cavern. You hear almost like there's wind, but it's very faint. And that's really all that you can hear. It's other than that, it is dead silence. Your companions are breathing and they're moving around making noise. Marco's grunting and he hasn't said anything yet, but you can tell he's wanting to probably light a light or something like that. But you don't hear anything else. It is so quiet.
Red, do you smell any gases?
You want me to roll a different perception, or you want me to?
Nope, that's fine. You don't smell anything strange other than it smells like dirt and rocks.
No, I think we're good for now.
All right, I'll strike up a torch.
Elise, you all right?
Oh, I was gonna cast dancing lights, but I still do that anyways.
That's fine.
Yeah, I let go of
Illuminate.
your hand after I.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put 4 globules of light kind of through and kind of around us, like
That's-
a few small ones.
Totally fine. So you cast dancing lights around you, and it definitely lights up the area. Hang on, I am getting it. I am lighting the area up. Apply. There.
Hey,
There. Now you can kind of see. Offhand, what are dancing lights? What's the radius?
It is 120 feet range, and it is a 10-foot radius for each of them.
Okay.
Yep.
10-foot radius bright, and then 20 feet dim?
It just each light sheds a dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Dim
So
light
it's-
and 10.
It's dim light and 10-foot, but I'm making 4 of these around us, so it's like the entire area is just kind of like, you have small little pot lights kind of thing on the roof. That I'm
Sure.
putting them onto.
Sure. Okay. So you're taking care of that. They're definitely just kind of hanging around you there. And I'm just going to have 2, so until you need more, that's what we have.
Sounds
Isaac's
good.
going to pull out a torch, and he like scrapes it down some plates on the side of his armor, and you see a light. And he gives it a little twirl, and he slams it into a sconce that's attached to the back piece of his armor.
Okay.
Wait, you lit a what? I'm sorry?
Torch.
You have a torch. Okay.
Yes.
Also, real quick, can I make an Arcana check on the pendant that I had to see if I can tell what exactly like it is, kind of thing? Or
Sure.
Okay.
First one, it's out of the way now.
Oh man.
Man, this pendant, it must have been some kind of evil pendant. Man, you don't know. It's blocking you. It's like got blocking on it or something like that. You have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 of the pendants, and I'm just gonna kind of toss them into a corner, and I'm gonna keep 1 on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and toss mine away.
I look back to Elise. I'm like, hey, so does that symbol normally do this?
I have never seen that before. She laughs nervously. She's actually behind everybody, still kind of trying to stand up and dust herself off. Marco, since he is the one that kind of brought you guys here, he tries to maneuver his way through everyone to kind of take the lead with everything. Now that you can see in this small, tiny, enclosed area. Sorry, he's one more step, not on top of you. There we go. It's in this tiny, enclosed area. The walls, looking at them, they're definitely crafted. It looks like somebody did go through the trouble to place these bricks in the wall that cover you from both sides, and the ceiling is kind of arched a little bit. There's like cobwebs and things on top, and looking at the ground, there is dust layers on everything as you're walking through. It's sticking to your boots and everything. So turning a corner, it does appear as if there is a closed door in front of you. Marco whispers back and says, do we just want to open the door? Do we want to like try to leave? I didn't see. There wasn't, looking up the stairs, I didn't see, they didn't really end. What do you guys want to do?
It looks like there's one way.
Yeah,
I've
so
never been
maybe
sucked through a wall,
gingerly.
so
Yeah, I think we'd maybe just slowly look through the door. Might be a good idea to see. Yeah, cautiously look.
Okay.
On our toes.
I'm gonna open the door. Are you ready? Okay.
Yep.
And he like takes out his sword just in case and has it ready in his hand, and with his left hand he reaches out and turns the handle that's right there, and you hear it creak a little bit as he does that, and it has never been opened in like eons. Like it's got that sound. It's making a ton of noise, and then he kind of like gently pushes the door open, and you can hear it go. And he's tapping it.
Oh, good.
And at that point, you can finally see into the next room. And upon
All right, let's see
looking
what we got
into
going
it, walking into the room, Isaac, I need you to stop, and everyone, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, good.
Hang on. Don't roll initiative yet. Hang on. I need to.
Well,
Out there.
we all kind of it happened for 3 of us already.
Oh, I'm on the wrong screen.
Hey, you guys, initiative, Darley.
Hang on.
Yep.
I gotta grab and
Do it. Hey.
Oh, dang.
She's alive.
It's alive.
hang on. I'm not entirely back yet.
Hi, my name is Matthew Mercer. I'm a voice.
No, Matthew Mercer, do not speak to me right now.
Yes, Matthew Mercer. Yes, please.
I apologize, chat. Hang on, I will explain what happened in a moment.
Yes. There we go.
Okay. I am... Oh, look at that. I'm here now. Awesome. Okay.
Nice.
That's working now. Okay.
Nice.
So, chat. This is what happened real quick, and then I'll look at your thing, Mr. Bunny. I clicked
Sounds good.
start combat, and everything died. So, we're just not clicking that button anymore. And I'm going to take care of you guys via the pen and paper style this time. It's going to be fine. Like, it hard crashed my computer to where when I restarted it, it said, you don't have a boot drive? And I'm like, yes, I do. Let's try that again, and restarted it again. Okay. Also, we took our break. We always take a break midstream. That was our break. Manually taken, but that was our break.
Should have capitalized on that break.
Yeah, you should have. Okay. I think we're back again. Chat, can you hear us? Can you hear everything that's happening? Cool. That's fine. I don't need a break. Did somebody roll a 0 in initiative?
No,
It's a 1.
you rolled a 1 with a +0.
I see.
I haven't rolled initiative yet.
Go ahead and roll
I mean,
initiative.
no, that didn't happen.
Okay, I'm rolling initiative. Hiya. Well, no encounter. Oh, 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Not last. I'll take it.
Did we all roll initiative yet or no?
No, Isaac hasn't.
Yeah,
Isaac, yeah.
yes.
Isaac needs to roll.
Isaac first in the room. Hope he does well.
Is
I
Isaac
live.
here? Oh, there you are. Isaac, I need you to roll initiative.
Alrighty.
He's waiting for those words for so long.
Nice. Isaac, you rolled twice.
You're
I'm taking the first one.
16.
Pick the first one. I don't know why. I clicked it once. I don't know why in the world it went twice.
It is odd.
Okay. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm reopening everything from my crash. I
No,
apologize.
It's all good.
Look, I'm just happy to be here.
He's just
This
happy
is
to be
true.
playing D&D.
It really is true.
I really want to click start combat, but I don't want to accidentally crash everything again.
Let's test that outside
So,
of streaming time.
Yeah.
What
Outside
are
of
you gonna
stream
do?
time.
Like, what are we going to
Do
do
it.
if you click it again and it just crashes everything again?
No, it's fine.
Is,
Hang
is
on.
the campaign
Put
over and that's
everything.
it?
I'm gonna be real sad. Don't even make jokes about that, man.
You have to go back to your life as a forever DM spleen.
Pretty much. Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for my people. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so you can't see it. Sorry, chat, but I have a pen and paper here with everyone's initiatives. So I'm just going to tell you when you're on deck this time, and we'll figure something out for next time. So right now, Marcus actually rolled higher than you, Abaddon. So Marcus, since he is actually kind of in the room anyway, when you guys walked into the room, and you guys will see this once you can walk into the room, there is a giant purple-butted spider in the corner with like this web, and when you walk out of the door, there's like a statue kind of blocking your path to be able to just walk straight out, so you do have to walk in single file. It hisses at Isaac as soon as he walks out of the door, and Marcus here is going to kind of sidestep Isaac. That is not the button I'm trying to use here. Hang on. Yeah.
I can't see Isaac's character for some reason. Oh, sorry, not Isaac. You're the person you're moving, Kath.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't.
It just vanishes in the darkness for me.
Well, it's fine. I have an idea
the line
where
of
he
sight's
is.
on for you guys.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I had
No, that's
earlier
not
when
what
I
it
found out one of the tables, I could only see like 2 of you guys.
I
And
just
moved
stepped
a
down to
little
where
bit.
Abaddon is, and I can see Marco.
How do I turn that off?
How do you turn off line of sight?
Yeah.
You can't turn off line of sight?
You don't get to.
Where would that be at?
There we go. So the line of sight is a feature in Foundry to where that way you can see if you can see or not see people. So right now, Marcus has moved outside of your view range. You just see him charge into the room.
Okay.
And that is his combat. So now it is your turn, Abaddon. You can now walk into the room if you wish to look around.
Okay. Where is he right now? I'm just gonna put your marker because I can't see him.
He
he's over there?
ran
Okay.
into the room this way.
Okay. That would be.
You don't have fireball, right?
No. Not yet.
Fireball.
I'm gonna move around kind of Isaac.
Mhm. And just so you know, if you wanted to actually have your character move, if you click your character and with the ruler icon, you can click and actually have yourself move along a path.
Okay.
Cool. Let me try that.
So you hold control.
Oh, you hold control?
Yeah.
Oh.
With the ruler icon active. And then
I
like
have
you
it, and
you can click around, and then once you're done clicking, you hit space and then your character moves. See, like that?
Oh, okay.
So that way if you want to move in a certain direction, your character will tell you how far
Okay.
that is.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll move there.
I just aggroed the crap out of this spider, by the way, showing you how movement works.
Sounds
I
good.
tried to do the okay, it went to search for me. What is going on?
I don't know what you're doing.
Good job, Isaac.
I'm just gonna
So-
stick to the WSD key.
Yeah, so I see this very angry kind of spider, and I'll kind of reach up and kind of cut a line through kind of reality, and I'll pull out a bolt and I'll try to throw it at him.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Does a 16 hit?
It does hit. Roll damage.
All right, sick. I did not mean to roll it on that. Oh, it rolled there. Okay, so how do I 7? So that'll be, so it deals 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I need to roll another d6 with that as well. And then 4 extra just regular magic damage to it. So 14 damage total, 10 being psychic.
Okay.
It's kind of like as the bolt flies through the air, kind of shifts and changes before entering into the spider's body, kind of thing.
Okay, so you cast this bolt as soon as you kind of like run around Isaac to get a better shot and to make sure that Marcus isn't in your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you weave your hands in the air and shoot this bolt at the spider. And you see it connect right into his face with those beady little eyes. And he is lifted off of his web that he has in the corner here. And it kind of like throws him back into the wall. That's the wrong button. Throws him back into the wall over here. And then he falls actually out of the web upside down in front of you. His legs are kind of writhing in pain on the ground, and then they slowly just stop moving.
Okay.
And you're out of combat.
Wow.
That was it.
Oh, you're back.
Abaddon,
Yeah. Yes.
you know that was my bug.
Well,
Oh, that's a big ass bug.
I was gonna kill that bug, but Abaddon had to be all like, I'm gonna use pretty lights and kill it.
Well, it was kind of seemed like something I should do, you know. There was a threat. I didn't see you take action, so I took action
I
myself.
was getting ready. Oh, sorry, I was getting ready, but, you know, you happened to big-legged, long-legged person just go right around me.
You're not wrong. I did do that.
He does have big legs.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I will move the dancing lights too in the room so that everybody can see as well. I forgot to say that earlier.
I figured you did. I need to be really careful with how I move my characters because I did a thing. Hang on, I need to fix something.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you drag somebody into the abyss, Kath?
No.
That doesn't sound very,
Hang
Oh,
on.
God.
Hang on. I had to reset the fog of war because I showed something that you guys could see. Okay. I did it again! Rage. Hang on. I'm sorry.
Maybe we just
Listen.
shouldn't look at Kath's stream.
No.
Oh, hey, I can see this lad again. I can see Marco again. Yay.
Hey, there you go. See, look, we just needed a reset of the world.
We just needed a reset of the world. I'm
Okay.
gonna go. Oh, nice.
All right. So now we can see
I'm
again.
gonna see the stairs again. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Don't worry about those sounds. Okay.
Okay.
So you moved your dancing lights into this room and you kind of spread them out so that everyone can kind of see a little bit. Now that you're in here and there's this giant spider carcass in the corner, you can see that there is an open door directly below you, Abaddon, and it looks like there is another door on the opposite side of the room. You can't really see it that well because it's all the way over there through everybody, but you see that there's another opening up onto the top left of the room. The floor is just littered with like bits of dirt and grime, and the spider is really tiny. For being so big and monstrous looking, he looks like he hasn't eaten in quite a long time. So upon closer inspection, he definitely looks thinner than you would expect a giant spider to be. Other than that, I mean, this room is very empty. There is the statue here. It looks like it's a woman with her hands kind of folded in front of her with angel wings coming out the back, and the face is a hooded figure. And that's really all that you can see right now.
All right.
Inspect the statue.
Inspect it, like, search it?
Yeah, like, he wants to take a closer look at it. Cause
Sure,
he just
roll
got
a
stuck
search.
to a painting, so...
Do it!
Yep.
Let me see, is it search or... Is it investigation you want me to look for?
Investigation, yeah. Search is a 3.5 term. I apologize. Cool. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Looks like the statue I already described.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna peek into the doorway, just like gingerly looking through, kind of just like partially looking into this room.
So, upon looking into that room, I was clicking on my stream picture and not. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Wow. All right, this is going to be a learning curve. All right, so you kind of peek into the room over there, and looking in, there's like just webbing all over everything. You really can't see through it. What you can see is it looks like there's a shelving like over all the way directly across from you. It looks like there's maybe some boxes on it and pots. And it kind of looks like there might be some sitting area to your left, but you can't see that far in.
Okay. I'll kind of step back for a minute and says, there's another room over on the right here, or down below, I suppose. Should we go into this one too and check it out?
Yeah, we might as well.
I'm gonna check that spider real quick, see if there's anything on him we can get.
Sounds good. While he's doing that, I'm going to step fully into the room as much as I can and like kind of take a look in.
Can I try and identify this type of what type of spider this is?
Yes. So first off, Abaddon, hold on, I'll get to you in a second.
Okay,
Isaac,
no,
I need you to roll me a survival check to see what you can gather from the spider. And Red, I need you to make me an intelligence check.
Intelligence or nature?
Nature would actually be better, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, not great.
Alright, so Isaac, just kind of looking at the creature, because it's so thin and so underfed, there's not really much to gather from it. It looks like it's kind of been starving here in the darkness. The like venom sacs that it may have had are completely there. You can't really get anything from them. There's nothing you can gather from this carcass.
Poor thing hasn't eaten in a long time.
Red, you have no idea. It's a spider. It's a really big spider. Just for noteworthy, Abaddon, where are your dancing lights going?
I'll keep one back in the same room here. I can have 4, so I'll kind of, I'll put one back kind of in the corner over here. And then I'll have one come in the center of the room, one down here, and I'm going to throw one inside the new room too.
Okay.
Just to kind of see.
Just over here? Kind of like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, kind of like over there, because I have to be within 20 feet of each other, so.
Yeah. So you kind of look into this room. Sorry. You look into this room over here, and you, past the webbing, you really cannot see much. You definitely see that there is a table here now in front of you, and there is those shelving units over there, but you're gonna have to cut your way through the webbing to get further into the room.
Okay. Can I tell if I like firebolt the webbing, if it would catch anything on fire, if that would be like too dangerous at the moment? Like, can I tell?
Do
or
you
like would
touch
I have to
it?
cut through it? Yeah, I'll reach out and kind of like touch the webbing, I suppose, and see like how thin it is, or if it's like, longer, I guess, and see if it's like, and kind of like just generally look around to see if it's attached to anything else that seems flammable.
Yeah, so there is like one long strip that kind of starts at your feet here, so you kneel down to touch it to see if it's flammable, and if or not flammable, if you like how easy it is to take care of. It does feel fresh.
Oh, okay.
The webbing of the spider you killed in the previous room was a very small web. This web is definitely bigger, and probably something else helped make it if it wasn't just the creature in the other room. Now this door was open though, so you're not entirely sure, but this is a fresh web. You can try to burn it if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna look back to the part of me like, the webbing here seems a bit more fresh than the previous. I'm gonna light up the webbing and see if I can't clear out a bit of a space for us in this next room. And I will cast Firebolt on the webbing.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that, or?
I'm going to say yes, and I need you to tell me how, like, where are you casting Fireball? Are you just casting it where you can see, or at your
I'm
feet?
gonna I'm gonna try to cast it in like a more kind of like maybe here, you know, like where like the webbing is kind of thicker, potentially like on the ground, or like, you know, somewhere where like it starts on the ground, so kind of
So
fizzle
like
out.
here?
Pretty much, yeah, kind of like in that area, yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure this is where we're casting it.
Yeah, that is
Because it's important. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Firebolt. 17.
Roll your damage.
Damage. 2 damage. 2 fire damage.
Perfect. So you try to funnel your magical practice that you've been working on into the tiniest little flame to try to burn away some of this webbing, and you do succeed. You see that when you cast it, a nice little rumble of fire kind of starts there in the middle and then expands outward quickly as if, you know, fireballs normally do. And it definitely, because
Fireball,
it's so faint and you didn't really do that much damage, it does catch the webbing on fire because it kind of dried it out with the first wave, and then it starts to burn into the room. And because of that, it does open up more of your sight.
Okay.
Hang on. I need to grab something.
Yeah. Abaddon, where's your character at, bud?
I'm inside the next room.
Yep, he's in the next room.
Yeah, I'm in there.
He's off doing things.
I'm off burning webs.
He's off doing hot guy shit.
He was telling you all what he was doing.
Yeah,
And
I kind of like
yes.
stepped out and was like, "Hey, I'm burning webs."
I was just thinking like these webs over here to the left of the spider. I'm like, why are we doing that? But I figured he was, you know, doing hot guy shit. So
So as you kind of wedge yourself in front of Dawngrave, unless he doesn't want you to, you kind of wedge yourself into the doorway to look into the other room just in time to see
please
the
wed.
webbing. I'm sorry?
Done.
Nope. Wedge away.
Okay. Wedge away. So you burn it away, and as you do that, your vision in the room kind of opens up a little bit more.
Okay.
And there's another one of those things in there, so we're going to use the same initiatives as before.
Okay.
Abaddon, you are first in the room, though, so you see the spider on your end.
Okay.
And he is kind of sitting just outside of your fireball range, and he
It's
is...
a firebolt.
Firebolt range, and he's clicking his little mandibles angrily at you for destroying his web. But you get to go first.
Okay. I see. Okay. And is he on the table that I can see?
Yes, he's on the
Okay.
table. Can you see it on your side? Did it update for you?
No. Yeah. I can.
Okay.
We're good. I guess. I'm going to throw my other hand forward and cast another firebolt at it too. Just 'cause
Okay.
I kind of was already doing the same motion, so I'll just kind of replicate it and throw it out towards him.
Sure.
17 again to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Damage. A whole 1 damage. Nice.
So as you are casting, because you were finished your first one, and then you kind of turn a little bit and do an oh crap moment, and you try to do another one really quickly, and you definitely like singe it a little bit, but it mostly moved out of the way and is hissing angrily at you now.
Okay.
It is the spider's turn at this point.
Oh, good.
And he kind of climbs over as soon as the fire of his webbing kind of dithers out. He doesn't move that far forward, sorry. He moves to about right here, turns to you, and tries to take a chunk out of you. Let me just
All right.
roll here. Does a 12 hit you?
12 does not hit me, no.
Okay. So he runs up over the table that's in front of you there and hisses and tries to like bite in your general direction, but he misses. And at this point, it's Isaac's turn. But Isaac, you are kind of behind everybody. Is there something you would like to try to do from the back?
I don't really think I can squeeze past everybody because That would be like rough terrain, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to move through their friendly squares and then hope that there's space on the other side that you can step into.
Pop out at. I'll just have to either hold. I'll probably just hold my turn until somebody's out of the way.
Okay. So you're holding your turn. Let's see.
I'm interested in how this is going to work when I rage. I don't see an option in the thing for the additional +2 to be added to the damage.
Just on your dice roll?
Yeah, because we're using the Chrome thing.
Well, do you have the D&D Beyond open?
Yeah, I've got them both.
I think under your actions, when you go to your rage, you can activate it.
Yeah, I think I can activate it that way. I wonder if it'll auto add to it.
It should.
It's not adding my proficiency bonus.
We can take a look at it after this one.
Yeah, it's not that important right now.
So, Red, it's your turn. You do kind of see the spider that's in front of you here. It did move into your viewpoint as Abaddon tried to cast a fire spell at it.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. You can
All right.
probably scooch past him to get into the room. You can see that there's an empty space up there to the left.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take 2 swings at old Spider Boy here.
Okay. I'm moving this character here so the chat can see. Sorry. She's not here. She's here for the view of chat. Just letting you know.
Okay. Sounds good.
So first up, ignore the D8 because it shouldn't be doing that. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Okay.
What were you?
Bonus action, offhand swipe. An 11 does not hit. Fuck.
Correct. So you rush into the room as you see this giant spider trying to take on your companion here, and you kind of roar at it and take a couple swipes, and it gingerly is just like, no, you missed, and then keeps going on its business. Dawngrave, it is your turn. You'll have to move forward if you wish to try to see.
Okay, can I step forward, cast spell, and step back? Is that the sequence of actions I can take?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. So I'm gonna step up one. I can see the spider from here, yeah?
Yes, you can.
And then I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I point at the creature, and the sound of dolorous bells fill the air around it for a moment. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, what's the DC?
13.
It does not succeed.
And it has been damaged already, correct? It's missing some of its hit points.
It is missing.
It's a single hit point. From
Right? That's all it takes.
1 hit point.
Now it's missing 8 more of those hit points.
Okay, so you kind
Not
of
relevant, it's also necrotic damage.
nice. So you step up as you see Red kind of dash into the room, and you hear some hars going on, but you don't actually hear anything getting hit.
Yeah,
So
did
you
a 13 hit because it added my bonus.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
no because we've already moved past your turn.
Fair.
So you step forward to look into the room, and you see the spider just kind of like almost laughing at Red's attempts to attack it, and it's rearing back to snap at somebody again.
Good.
And you cast your spell, and as it was kind of starting to rear back, you see its whole like abdomen kind of crack as the energy seeps out of it from this very tiny wound of fire that had nicked it earlier, and it spreads across his little butt part, and it oozes slowly, and you hear him in just absolute anger screech as the pain racks his body. But he's still up.
Okay, then I'm going to step back 1.
Okay.
Make way for Isaac. Not Isaac. Yes, Isaac.
Isaac, you were holding your turn. Would you like to try to move into the doorway to see if you can do something?
I will. I'll take my mask and click it in so you see the eyes just kind of erupt red.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to move in here.
Okay. You can see the spider from where you are. It is currently howling in pain.
Isaac's going to drop the head of his great axe to the ground, and he's going to drag it by as he moves forward, and I would like to rage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do your rage.
Rage time.
See if this works. Alright, so rage. Okay, so you click the button for the rage. I don't know if that'll work very much.
It worked. Yep, it's in here.
Yep.
Alright, and I'm going to... I will go for an attack.
Do it. Attack that giant purple-butted spider that's oozing all over the floor.
Okay, so I think I just go for 20. Did that do my roll for some reason?
I don't see your roll.
For some okay, there we go. So just do 20.
You rolled a 19 on die. You hit it.
Alright, and then let's go with...
That is 12 slashing damage, it looks like. Yeah? Do you want to do a cool finishing move? If so, you got it.
Sure. I'm
Do
just
it.
going to, as the axe comes down on it, I'm going to just jam his hands directly where the blade hit and start ripping the head apart.
Nice. So you guys see your friend kind of scooches past you, Abaddon, and he does his rage maneuver and just takes the spider into his own hands and just starts wailing at it and splits the head apart from the rest of the body, and the entrails just kind of start leaking onto the floor in a puddle. Didn't even get a last cry with how much damage he did to it.
Just red eyes blazing.
Congratulations, you've killed your second spider! And now this room is much more open to you. You can see a little bit more. Would you guys like to continue forward, or do you want to go back? Well, what do you guys want to do now?
Do you all want to go check out the room further, or do you want to see what the other path has to offer first?
And we should explore one path all the way before we turn around and find another.
Good point.
Okay.
And
So-
yeah, I'll move my dancing lights in this room as well.
Awesome. I'll get them moving. As I'm moving them, I will
Yep.
explain what you guys see. So as you're moving further into the room, you definitely see that this area was like an eating area. There's not really much eating here right now because it's all kind of, destroyed. Who had the torch on their back? Isaac, was that you?
I do.
Okay. Sorry, I needed to move your torch with you. So there, I've moved your dancing lights into here. As you're moving further in, you do see that there's like this giant keg where people would have like a tap of beer coming out of it, kind of there, and it's just got webs spinning all over it. And as you guys are moving further and further in, Isaac, are you staying back there, or are you moving up with the party?
Up with the party. Actually, no. I'm going to see after I end my rage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start looking the spider over for anything usable.
Sure. Are you gonna take your time so that the party can move on ahead, or are you just doing a quick look?
I'm gonna let the party move ahead.
Okay,
Okay.
so Isaac's staying back and he's kind of going through the spider. So how far are you guys going into the room? You do see a bunch of broken barrels and like a bronze pot a little further in. There does appear to be a web-covered chest in the back left corner, if you would like to go see it.
Somebody want to go check out the chest over there? I'm not the greatest with those kind of things. If it's locked, of course, I'm not too sure though.
Well, if it's locked, either me or Isaac have one of the greatest lock picks around.
Well, I'll leave it to you then to check the chest.
So I'm gonna go over to the chest and like give it a poke with one of my axes.
Okay. Walk your butt over
you're a
to that
mimic.
chest. Are you gonna... There you go. Okay, so you don't walk face first into this cobweb. Just want to make sure.
No.
Just like smears.
So you walk over to it with your axe. You kind of poke it. It is a wooden chest. It doesn't appear to be locked, so you can try to open it with your axe, I guess, if you wanted to, or you could reach forward and open it with your hand.
So I'm going to swing my axe into the top of it to try and like bury the axe part of the way in it and like drag it out into the open more.
Okay. It is an inanimate object. As you embed your axe into the top of it, you remember that this place is old and decrepit, and the chest kind of crumbles underneath your axe as the wood, which has now been decaying to time, just falls apart, and there is now a pile of wood chips and metal bits in front of you.
I turned to Dongrave. Hey, it wasn't locked.
Great work. Nailed
You
it.
guys want some of this spider back here?
No, that's all you, man.
I'll pass for the moment. Thank you, though.
That's lunch.
I'll start packing it away, Red.
I'm gonna like sift through the ruins of the chest.
Sure. So in the ruins of this chest, you find a small bag of coins. Do you want to open it and look into them and count them right now, or you just want to pocket it?
I'll just pocket it for now.
All right,
I'm
so
not
you
sure.
have a small bag of coins here. There also seems to be papers, or what would have been papers, and a leather-bound book. As you go to try to touch them, they dust in your hands. There is really not a way for you to remove them at this point. Probably wasn't you breaking the chest around them, probably.
Okay.
Like, does the book also dust?
Yep. As you go to take it, the leather strips just kind of, the really old leather that's been cracked and everything, it just kind of falls apart in your hands when you try to pick it up.
I just like pick up what's left, just walk and just, here you go, buddy. Just give what's left of the book to have it on.
Okay, I'll take whatever's left. How big is is it like major breakage on this book, or is it just like minor kind of stuff, or is it potentially fixable?
So the cover is not salvageable. The papers
Okay.
inside still appear to be there, but the more you jostle it around, the more it seems to start leaking out.
Okay, I'll stop jostling it. Can I try to cast mending on the book?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll reach out and kind of place my hand gingerly on top of the book, and I'm going to cast mending.
How much does mending heal?
As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, I mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. So like a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, leaking wineskin. So just some basic kind of breakage in a generalized area of a book. Is it like a larger book or a smaller book?
It's a larger book.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. So
Yeah.
you do succeed in mending it, and the tears of the leather seem to kind of knit themselves back together, but you can tell it is still very brittle, and
Okay.
very much jostling will probably break it again.
Okay. Can I tell if casting mending again would do anything, or would it just stay the same?
It would stay the same. Mending
Okay.
lets you fix breaks. It doesn't rejuvenate it back to its original state.
That's true. Can I try to sift through some of the pages to see what I can see, being as careful as I can?
Sure, roll me a dex check just to see how
Okay.
careful you are with the book. Okay.
14.
So you kind of put it onto your arm, the forearm, and you
Yep.
gently open it, and it's doing just fine. The words inside are nothing you've ever really seen before. It's definitely a language you don't know. And the
Okay.
more that you turn the pages, the more that you start to lose. So you know that you can probably only open this book one more time without it falling to pieces.
Okay. I'll kind of look to Red in the party and like, if you guys give me a little bit of time, I might be able to understand some of what's in this book. I'll take it and I'll like gingerly sit it down, and I will cast comprehend languages on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to read what's in this book.
Okay.
It takes me about a minute per page, is what it says, and it lasts
Alright.
for an hour.
So, as you're reading the book, it looks like it is an account of the storage unit. It looks kind of like what this is. It looks like it's tallies for what has came in, donations to the temple, and who donated those things to the temple. It looks like it's a record of the comings and goings of the people in the area. On the next page, it looks like there is a little bit more about how the temple is supposed to be ran, who is in charge of the temple right now, that kind of thing. So it definitely looks like a book of prayer.
Okay, sounds good. I will, like, kind of, as going through, I will write down in a separate little book that I have kind of what I'm reading.
Sure.
So that way I can, kind of have it down and, like, pretty much, like, write it myself in my own kind of words off to the side.
Are you going to do that for the whole book?
I'm going to do it for as much as I can, but if we got to get moving, then I'll, like, kind of take a pause and I'll move on, but I'll try to do it for as much as the party kind of wants to stick around here.
Sure. So Red and Dawngrave, you two are... Isaac's down there poking at a spider. Abaddon is playing with a book. What do you guys want to do?
I just wanted to investigate. Ah!
Okay, so Red, as soon as you get around that corner, need you to roll me a, wow, brain. What's the word I'm looking for?
Initiative?
Initiative, thank you. I need you to roll me an initiative. And this spider gets a surprise attack against you.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised.
That'd be a 6.
Okay. Hang on. Paper penciling this. As I broke everything the last time I tried to use technology. Alright, Red. Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, hold on. Let me find out real quick. You know what? It just barely hits me.
Oh, dang.
Okay. So as soon as you turn the corner, you hear a hiss and you turn around, and a spider who had been hiding between the ale barrel and the wall kind of jumps out at you and hisses loudly, and he does happen to land on you and sinks his mandibles into your body and injects a bunch of poison. I need you to roll me a con save, and then I'm gonna roll some damage. Hold on.
Oh, good.
Well, send him.
An 18.
Okay. So the
Nice.
poison doesn't stay, but you still take the damage. You take 5 points of poison damage as you feel it inject a bunch of fluids into your body, and you just you shake it off, and it jumps back and hisses at you again, and his mandibles have, like, just there's drool and everything coming onto the ground as you can see more venom ready to latch onto you from his open mouth. I need everyone else to also roll me initiative now.
Okay. Okay, well, why can't I roll initiative? Oh, I rolled it twice by accident. That's my
I
bad.
see that.
I had an 18.
All right, so Red, unfortunately, you are not the top of the order. That would be Abaddon.
Wow.
As you're looking through this book, your friend starts to walk to your side, and you see another one of those purple-butted spiders jump out and like latch onto his body, and he's drooling. So it is your turn. You get to attack first.
Okay. Being careful not to, fray the book while still kind of sitting down. I will turn around. What does this do? I'm not going to do that, because that would hurt him as well.
It's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, sure. I'm going to cast... I'm going to reach up and tear a ripping kind of space and pull another bolt, and I'm going to throw it at it.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt once more at it. That was almost... 10 probably does not hit, does it?
A 10 does not hit. From your sitting, kind of kneeling position, you're in an awkward angle. When you cast your bolt, it just hits the wall behind the spider, and it doesn't even give you a second glance.
Okay, can I... Oh shoot, I forgot to say this beforehand. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I'm going to, I'm gonna quicken a spell using 2 of my sorcery points. And I'm going to, is it just spells or is it cantrips too? I think it's just spells.
I think it's just spells.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast one more Chaos Bolt at it.
Okay.
So that's my last first level spell slot. Are you kidding me?
So, since your first one missed, you are very miffed about that, and you try to cast the second one even faster because you've killed these spiders up to this point, and
I know.
because you're so frustrated that your first one missed, your second one just sails past him way over his head. You miss him entirely.
Dang. Kind of just fizzle out in the stone across.
Yep.
Well, I
So,
tried.
Isaac, you're really far away from the party, but you do hear them clashing over there across the area. There is a table in your way and a lot of your companions. Would you like to try to reach them?
Is this spider web all burnt up from earlier, or is it like still there?
Most of it. Some of it, like on the actual table itself, is still there, but the path around it is gone.
Okay, so would I be able to go like through the spider over the table and then land next to Marco?
So on the table there is still web,
Okay.
but you can try if you would like.
Isaac's gonna be like, "Ah, damn it to hell!" And he is going to. He's got 25, so we try to do this without setting the whole world on fire here. That should. Okay, so that lands me there.
So from your character, you want to go here.
Yeah.
That's what you're wanting to do? Because you have to from your character, so...
I need 25 foot, so. Oh, like probably about like right there. So.
Yeah, that would make it, if you just did that.
Okay, cool. So I'll just. And I will be right about here, and that's my entire movement.
Okay, so you can see when you come around the edge there is another one of those spiders attacking your friend Red, and it looks like it did latch on because Red is oozing a bit. And there's like a sickly purple something or other coming out of his body along with some blood.
What the hell, Red? You're better than that.
Dawngrave, it is your turn.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word at Red.
Okay.
He heals for 5.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn. I can see the spider from here, right? Like, nice clear line of sight.
Yes, it is in your line of sight.
I'm going to point at the spider again, and again cast Toll the Dead. And it.
Okay.
Is it damaged? It's not damaged yet.
It
right?
is not damaged.
Oh, max damage. 8 points of damage from Toll the Dead. Necrotic damage.
Okay, you don't have to roll to attack for Toll the
Oh,
Dead.
sorry. I'm a drunkard. He needs to do a wisdom save. I was just excited.
Okay, I was like,
I'm ready to do it. You know.
He's ready to do things and touching.
The giant
13.
spider rolled a 19. I'm
All right.
afraid.
Well, it was the most intense Toll the Dead that ever missed.
Okay.
No half damage?
No.
Yeah, does it?
Big
doesn't,
F.
Oof. Okay. So you, along with the same route as Abaddon has, you cast your spell at it. Maybe because it wasn't wounded yet, it just kind of shrugs your spell off and is still looking at Red with these angry eyes. So it's the spider's turn. Before you, Red. I'm sorry. You rolled really low.
I'm having a bad day.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm assuming a 13 does not hit you.
It is not.
Okay. So the spider, by shaking off all of these spells that were just flown at it, he tries to bite you again, and this time he kind of latches onto your armor that's on your side that's there for kind of show, and his pincers don't sink into your flesh, but you can feel him trying, and some of that poison leaks out onto your armor, kind of coating it. But he doesn't get through. Alright, sweet. It's your turn now, Red.
Alright. So, I'm going to take 2 axe swings at it.
Okay. It is
First
not
one.
damaged.
Okay. First one does a 16 hit.
A 16 does hit.
So that'd be 5 points of damage.
It's colossal. Okay.
The
It's
Colossal
not a
Slayer won't count for this.
colossal. Okay.
No, the Colossal Slayer only works if they're damaged.
Got it. Well, you are now able to damage them, so go ahead.
Okay. And my bonus action, offhand attack. Hiya! Does a 15 hit.
15 does hit.
That'd be a 6 more damage.
Okay. So you did how much damage the first time?
5, so 11 total.
11 total damage. This fight seems to be just between you and this spider who sprung attack you, and none of your friends seem to be able to hit it, but you're able to sink your axes into it. Ugh. It took a bite out of you, so you took a bite out of it, and it is now gushing kind of blood from its mouth as one of your axes hits it and almost chops off one of his little spindly legs. It is still up, though.
I just turned the other ones. Mine.
Marco does actually run up into combat, but as you say mine, he steps back respectfully, but waits within reach just in case.
Subtle, friendly fire of intimidation.
So, it is top of the order, so Abaddon, it's your turn if you would like to try to attack.
Well, I'm going to use my sorcery points to regain a first level spell slot. Because I can do that. And I'm just going to... I'm not going to hit it because I'm going to respect Red in this case. And I'm just going to hold Firebolt just in case if it's going to go attack him again.
Okay. So you are holding Firebolt. It is Isaac's turn. Isaac, would you like to go and steal Red's skill?
If you... Look, he wouldn't have done it, but when you word it like that, yeah, he's gonna.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Isaac, would you like to attack the spider?
Isaac's going to move up. And that's about good enough. And he's going to yell at Red, "If you don't kill it, I will." And he's going to end turn.
Okay. So you're holding your turn. Dawngrave, sir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Going to continue to hang out here, and then Dawngrave's going to give Red a little helping hand and cast guidance.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So now once before as well, you target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check. It's an ability check. That counts, right? Doesn't count.
No.
Yeah, I'm helping you.
So you have
Enjoy that guidance, friend.
There you go.
Thank you.
For your next ability check. So it is the spider gets to go first before you.
Mm-hmm.
And he rolls low. I'm assuming a 12 does not hit because a 13 didn't hit last turn. So he tries to once again bite at you, but now that you're in a fighting stance and actually ready for him, he misses each attack, and it is your turn.
All right. Let's go again. Ah.
I see.
Natural one.
Okay, so with all of your friends standing to the side, watching you, because you said this spider was yours, gave you a little overconfidence. And you go to swing with your axe, and the oozing that had been happening on your armor, you didn't notice, but it slipped further than you thought, and it was in your hand. So when you went to swing your axe, it slips out from the poison that was in your hand, and you are no longer holding your axe. It is on the ground, clattering
Well, I carried
underneath
two.
him. Yep. Go
So I
ahead.
carry 2. Offhand attack. Natural 20.
Okay. How do you want to do
There we go.
this?
I'm just drop it. Well, that's why I got 2. Bah! 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 Just...
So you drop your first one, and in an angry huff, you take the other one into both hands and kind of swing upward and then downward, and you're chopping it into bits before you realize that it's not moving anymore, but you got it. Good job.
Man, those complete opposite sides of the dice there, man. Dang.
And in your fury, you're covered a little bit in his blood and goo. But you guys are good. You're out of combat again. Good job.
Just like now that I'm like intimately familiar with how these spiders work, I would like to see a survival check to see if they're edible.
Sure.
I'm gonna go back to reading and scanning over the book.
Sure.
22.
If they're well cooked, maybe? You could try. You might have to hold it down after eating it.
Now
So
I'm just unhappy. Take out my
Abaddon
other axe and clean myself off a little.
Abaddon went back to his book. What would you all like to do? It looks like Marco is kind of peeking around the corner here to see if there's any more surprise attacks. And he says, so, there's another open door over here. Looks like there's more spider webs. We probably have to deal with a lot more of this going further in. Do you guys want to keep going?
Was Isaac able to get anything from that spider that he was working on before it all got going on?
Sure. If you can collect spider bits, whatever you want from that spider. You've got like a couple legs, an abdomen.
What is venom sacs?
You can get his venom sacs. He didn't use them. Go ahead.
And do I need to roll anything to try to make sure they're like safely contained so they aren't going to just split open on me?
Just roll a survival check to see how well you keep them.
Right.
You are pretty sure they're well taken care of. You put them in a bag and in your pack.
All right, and then let's go check this out.
Step over the gooey pile of the spider that's there.
Oh, he just walked straight through it.
Marco looks back to Abaddon and says, do you want us to wait for you? We've got nothing but time and probably running out of air at some point.
You got nothing but
is
time and
true.
spiders. Lots of spiders.
I'll stay here for a little bit longer, but if you see anything, just yell out no, and I'll be right behind you guys.
All right. Elise opts to stay with you, just in case, so that the other 4 people are going to go ahead and go on. Are your dancing lights staying here?
They can't go super far, but I will cast a dancing light and kind of on if Marco allows me, I'll kind of cast one and then I'll give him a like sack, it's like I cover it in like pretty much like a pouch, and I'll give the dancing light to him, and he can move within a certain radius, and I'll cast one of the dancing lights kind of pretty much where Isaac is, so that way he can still move 20 feet away and it will still be there. But after that, I can't really make it any farther because I can't see. So
sure. Well, Isaac does still have the torch on his back.
Yep.
So there is a little bit of light.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it to Marco for the time being, as soon as like for the farther duration that he can walk. So.
Sure.
And can Isaac see that sword on the table over there?
Yes.
Does somebody want that sword over there?
I'm good. I'll say as I'm like writing things down.
I'm not gonna be in any good condition, but go for it.
You know what? I'll get it. We could probably sell it somewhere. And he's gonna take the little sword.
So you pick it up, and you can tell that it's not a sword. It's probably like a butter knife, but it's made out of bronze, so you might be able to sell it for something.
Oh, bronze. Maybe I'll work something into to a belt loop or something later. All right. So am I leading or who's leading there?
You're welcome. You're welcome to go first, unless someone else is after that top spot. You know.
Good talk. Let's go.
I'll go.
Marco says, "You're the one with the light, and I can't see."
Come on, Red.
You get around this corner, and there is more spider web in front of you that you'll probably have to cut through.
Hey, torch boy, get to burning.
Yeah. He's gonna burn the spider web.
Okay. It's not that big of one, but it was pretty thick. So you take your torch and you burn your way through it, and now you can kind of walk through the cinders that are left. On the other side, you can see that there was a crossbow that seems to be notched into the wall. It was probably a trap or something like that, but it has already been discharged, and it's just kind of rotting there against the wall right now.
Can I... So it's like not usable whatsoever?
Right. You can't use it.
Like, part of me wants to pick it up because he's a craftsman, he likes weapons and stuff like that. But, I'll leave it.
Okay. So you move on into there around the corner, and once you're down there, you do see a long hallway that kind of goes all the way to the end, and then it turns left. A sharp turn left.
You guys still back there?
Still here, still with you.
Still
Still kicking, says Marco.
Spiderweb down there.
You turn the corner, and yes, there is another spiderweb down there that you're gonna have to burn through with your nice little torch there. Takes you some time. You burn through another one. I need you, since you're in the front, Isaac, roll me a perception check.
You're not good at those. I ain't seeing shit.
Cool. So you're burning it. And you get through it, and you can kind of walk through the cinders that was this spider web as well. And as you, Red, and Dawngrave get further in after the fire and everything, the sizzling has stopped, I need you both to also roll me a perception check.
Alrighty.
Are we just going to be a group that doesn't see nothing?
Oh, my
Sorry to find out. 16.
Nice. because Marco didn't see stuff either. So,
A bunch of blind ass explorers.
Red, since you kind of you're on edge from being in a really tight and close spaces, you hear scurrying. And since you just definitely got very intimate with a spider earlier, you think you hear the same clicking of mandibles coming from the next room.
Oh, fantastic. So bring my voice down low, Mike. Probably got more creepy crawlies around the corner.
Do we want to get Abaddon, or we probably good?
So let's send somebody back for Abaddon.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Marco says, I'll wait, I can't see. Someone else go.
I'll go get
Isaac,
Abaddon.
will you give that man your torch? You can see.
I mean, fine. He pulls the torch out of his little sconce.
No,
in
wait,
his
he
back.
has the thing that Abaddon gave him, right? Abaddon, he still has that?
Yeah, he does. He's
Never mind.
and it's still within range. So yeah, it is lighting up the.
Okay,
space.
so he can see. He's gonna make his way back with this little globe of light in his hands.
Damn
And
real.
he's gonna come around the corner here and say, hey, we've got another room full of those spiders if you want to take a quick break and go take care of them with us.
Oh God, full of them.
No, I'll come.
I mean, he doesn't know how many are there.
Yep, I'll follow. Yeah, so I'll make my way with you guys. Elise, you want to follow, and I'll pack up my books. So
Yep.
I'm just eating food.
She'll follow with you guys. That's fine.
Avalon's
we've
over
got-
there eating and reading a book.
We got 30 more minutes as you were chomping on some food there. It's fine.
That was like munching away.
Abaddon, quit eating the book.
I'm coming.
Ah,
Bookworms.
take care. Oh God.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. I'm here.
Spiders ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
more of them.
Okay,
All right, let's go stay him.
head on in there. So you all
Lots of
make
webbing.
your way into the next area. It is heavily webbed. It looks like there are bits of things on the floor, dirt and debris. And it does look like right in front of you there's like a little box of coins or whatever. And then looking further in, you do see at least one spider that is not obscured by vision. He's not moving right now. He's just kind of watching you as you guys move into the room a little bit more.
What's that thing behind him there?
Looks like some sort of webbed up thing. I would like to toss a coin into the box of coins, or gently place it. Gently place the coin in the box of coins.
Okay. Gently place a coin into the box of coins. Looking further in, at least as far as you can kind of see, there's webbing obscuring your vision everywhere, and the spiders aren't moving. You're not entirely sure that they're alive, probably alive, but they're not moving at this time.
Anybody got an arrow?
I could shoot something at it magically if you'd like me to.
I'm not that kind of ranger.
Oh, we got to do something about these webs too. So
Let's try not to ignite the entire room. I got a bad feeling about it.
Yeah, some of this stuff I think looks wooden.
Yeah. Let's not.
is that a wooden bench? I can barely see.
I think the cube.
Can you send those light balls further in?
Yeah, I'll cast Ensign Lights and I'll send them as far as I can to try to illuminate the area.
Sure. Let me just grab those real quick.
Sounds good.
Alright, so here is one of those there dancing lights, and you're just kind of sending them in from what you
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah, I'm kind of just
Okay.
guessing randomly, just kind of tossing them out.
You put one like directly in front of this one here, and now you can tell that they are alive because he kind of scurries a little bit backwards away from the light that you just cast.
Okay.
And there's some more light back there that you can kind of see now.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of webbing obscuring vision from what you can see, but there is a mound of something in the very back there behind the spiders.
Okay.
This one scurries off screen.
Okay.
He's just like, nope.
Do y'all mind if I light up the webbing around us, or do you want me to hold off on that?
Well, I mean, at a certain point, they already know we're here.
You want to more purposely pull it away from other stuff instead of just setting it all ablaze.
I mean, if you'd like to try that before I set it all ablaze, you could definitely do that before me. But if it's
If you're confident you can keep it contained, go for it.
I can do my best, but I can't promise anything above maybe setting a little bit of the wooden things just slightly charred. And I guess I'll cast Firebolt kind of generally just like in front of me in the first webs.
Sure. Okay. So you cast it, and I mean it's a spider web, so you do damage to it, so it does start to burn it a little bit. And as it burns it, you hear a lot more scurrying now as more of your vision into the room kind of opens up. Let me just get that out of your way. And now this main webbing of spider, as you're looking in, there is a lot more. You can clearly see now that there are like pews here that are still standing. Actually, it looks like it's been here. It's probably old rotten wood though, like the rest of everything that you've touched so far, but it is still standing right now, and you can see that there are spiders now in the peripheral vision. And since you destroyed the web, I need the rolls for the rounds. Let's get it done.
Yep.
For initiative.
Initiative. I don't know why I can't remember that word right now.
Initiative.
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 Looking better today.
Wow, nice. I'm not
Yeah,
first this time. I'm last.
I don't know why it rolled twice. I only clicked once.
I don't know either.
How dare.
Oh no, hold on. That was 7 minutes ago. Never mind.
Yep, that was a while ago, yep. Hey, I'm last for once. Look at me go. I'm still kind of salty I missed with both of those chaos bolts. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm like, all right, sure, why not? We'll throw another one. Nope, that one missed too. Good. That's just two spell slots is gone.
Just didn't need those later.
No, I totally didn't need them. It was fine.
Can't believe I just did that. Alright, cool.
Sad.
It's like you're level 3. You're just full of spell slots right now.
Totally. With my whole 6 total between first and second level.
Alright, so Isaac, right now, looking into the room, you can see from your vantage point there is at least one spider. You know that there were more to your right that kind of scurried back out of your vision. But there's one up and to your left, and it is your turn. It looks like he has turned towards you and looks like he's ready to start pouncing.
Oh, you big ugly bastard.
He's not on. I have nowhere else to put this guy, so he's just here for now.
Tell him,
Dang it,
Marco.
Marcus.
I told you to sit in the back, Marco.
So, do you want to move? What do you want to do?
Try. He said some of this was burned up already, so I don't know what areas were burned up already.
So, when I opened up your vision, all of that webbing to your left is now gone. There is more webbing further in.
Alright, so I'm going to move up here.
Okay, that's 10 feet.
Okay.
You have 15 feet left of movement.
I see the spider on my right.
Yep, you see the spider on your right now. He's kind of hiding there. You can try to kind of run into the smaller area, but it's like when you're in a church, there's not a lot of movement area in there, but you can try to run through it to get to him.
Actually, he's going to ready an action if he's going to ready an attack if the spider comes within range, and he's going to end turn.
Okay. So you are ending your turn. Red, it is your turn.
Well. Let's see, I'll go Why did I do that? Here.
Okay. From this vantage point, you do see 3 spiders, 1 to your left, 2 to your right. And there's a
Alright.
bunch of webbing.
There's a bunch of spiders. So, I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And
So
as I'm
you-
walking across, I will bonus action beast shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I swell up and get a little more hairy, and I channel the power of the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's a button for that. Oh. I don't know why I had me roll that. I have an additional 6 temporary HP.
Nice.
Put me at 37.
Yeah, I did the same thing with my rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will make an attack on this spider right here.
Sure.
All right. Hiya! So for 9 points of damage
Okay.
with a 23 to hit.
So you rush past your friends and kind of like do the whole super scoot to the side thing with your axes out and slam down on this spider that you can see. And you definitely hit him, and he roars back on his hind legs and faces you now. And you have definitely ticked him off. Good job. Good job.
Just teeth a little
Anything
more
else?
Lincoln, eyes just yellow, glaring back at him.
Yes. Anything else you can do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Then it is Dawngrave's turn.
Wonderful. I'm going to take 1 step forward. And then I'm going to cast
Jurassic
Bless
_
on my
Jacob
companions.
just subscribed. Came for the cross, stayed for the cat.
1 foot marker.
What's your... Well, I'm sorry, what were you doing?
Casting Bless on Red, Isaac, and Abaddon.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
So,
Red, Isaac, and Abaddon, and not Marco. Got it.
Right. That way you don't have to worry about it. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number to the attack or saving throw. And it lasts for a minute.
Cool.
And that's it.
Blessed. Are you blessed, or is it just your companions?
Just my companions.
Okay. Got them. I've got their
Hashtag
blessed
blessed.
tokens on.
Nice.
All right, so Dawngrave, that was you. Abaddon, it is your turn.
All right. Can I move past Isaac and them to get to in the middle here, or no?
I would say yes, because they're friendly squares, and if they want to let you through their square, they can.
Okay.
Immediately
so
trips
move. Thanks. Okay, so I'll move in here.
Okay.
And I see all 3, or
Yep. You can see all 3 spiders from here. There's one that's kind of like hidden behind a bunch of webs there, but you can still see him. He's sticking out a little bit, clicking his mandibles cranky.
Okay. I will kind of clasp my hands together and kind of pull them apart, and kind of like fire starts to fill in between them, and I'll push my hands out towards all 3, and I'll just like and then cast Scorching Ray, and I'll shoot out 3 rays at each one of them.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
So the first one to hit the guy over here, that's a 10. So that probably misses this guy
That
over
misses.
here.
Yeah, that
Okay,
misses.
next attack will be on the guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled that like that. 12? Does 12 hit?
No, a 12 does not hit.
Oh my goodness, that one flies past them.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hit one of them? Okay, 18. That
That
one
does
gets
hit. Yes, the one
Okay,
that Red
cool.
is attacking. You hit it.
Sick. It's a whole 8 points of damage, man. Trying to cast it 3 ways.
So
Wait,
you...
what does Bless do again? Does it anything for my attack rolls or no?
A
Roll
D4
a
to each attack roll.
For your attack.
Oh, okay. So for those 2, then I gotta edit. I'm gonna roll
Sure.
2.
So for the
2d4s.
first one... So
Yep,
for the
so,
first
yeah.
one, it's 10 plus.
4. 4, so 14.
That one would hit. So
Sick,
now you
okay,
didn't damage the first one.
I'll roll damage for the first one then, so the guy in this corner. 9 points of damage to that one.
Okay. And now the
And then
second
the
one.
Second one. Oh. Another 4, so
You
16
hit that
to
one now too. Good. Look at you, Dawngrave,
very nice.
giving you bless, man.
Man,
Like it
coming
like
in
shoots
clutch
past
here.
the spider, then comes back.
Yeah, just like fires past it, cause like, wait, hold on, boom, and just smacks into him. So,
Wait, I
yeah,
don't-
this guy
No,
here
no, no,
takes
no,
10
no.
damage.
All right,
It's like,
awesome.
come back.
So you take a moment, you feel the blessing of Dawngrave kind of like seep into your spells for this one. So it's kind of half your magic, half his magic at this point as you
Yeah.
expend it outward towards all 3 of these spiders. And thankfully, with the additional blessing that you have, you do hit all 3 of them, killing the one instantly in front of Red, hitting the other
Nice.
2 on the other side of the room, and singeing some of the web on its way over, which opens up more of the room in front of you. So you now have a clear shot to both of the spiders in front of the room, and the one in front of you, Red, is dead.
Perfect.
I just.
It's all right, bud. That's what I can do. And I'm gonna, for the last little bit of my movement, I'm gonna just step to the side here, and I'm gonna just kind of stand off so that people can kind of move through the pews.
Sure.
So that is my action, I believe. Can I do anything else, or can I not? No, that is it for my action.
There you go. I'm removing some of those webbing that you did destroy between the
Yep.
spiders, so you can see everything now. You can't move to the front of the pew aisle yet. That is still covered in webbing, but the aisles down the pews, those are now burning away, so you can reach the spiders on the edges.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it is the spiders' turn.
Okay.
Spider's just like, more webbing.
Let's see.
I gotta cover my.
Oh no. Not again. Did I crash again? No, come on.
I'm like, no, I don't want to like
No, okay.
waste
Oh
time.
my
while
god.
outside
Hold
combat.
on.
What's going
My computer
Oh.
froze again.
Oh.
Yep, down again.
Oh.
What is happening? I'm gonna have to look at my logs after this to see what is pulling so much.
Yeah.
The adventurers win.
Because I have never had this issue before.
They couldn't handle it. It can't handle us.
I couldn't handle this amount of
Sorry, what beast
burns.
mode?
Says you appear to be back now.
Okay. I don't know what is causing these super drops. My internet was having issues today. Some other people were having outages in my area, but I don't think it's that. I'm gonna have to see if my CPU is something's happening to it.
Yeah, double check to make sure that nothing funky is going on.
Yep, it looks like chat is good again. Hi chat. Sorry about the hiccup. We'll look into this next time.
Yes.
Okay, I was attacking with spiders. So
Yep.
at this point, this spider over here kind of walks up to you. Well, he doesn't walk up to you, he kind of manoeuvres over the little pew
Yes.
here and is hissing at you because you hit him with fire and he didn't like that.
Nope.
So he's gonna meander his way over to you, and then this one over here, that is the wrong screen. This one's gonna come up to you as well, Red, and he's going to try to nibble at you. Let me just roll my attacks here.
Yep.
Abaddon, does a 13 hit you?
13 does not hit me.
Red, does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Roll me a constitution save.
Okay. Let's see here. Constitution saving throw. Well, it's a 5-8 up to #bless. Oh, roll. Oh, Nope.
Oh, you rolled it twice.
I'm gonna take the first one because I can look at that. Your first one was a 1, so your Constitution saving throw is a 9.
9.
Cool.
Stop dying.
So the one in front of you kind of gets blown up from Abaddon's scorching ray. Sorry, from scorching
Yeah.
ray.
I have a lot of
And-
fire things.
I know you do. I'm trying to keep them straight. So it gets blown up, so you don't have time to turn around because all of your attention was on this one. When you feel the scurrying latch onto your back and the spider is sinking his mandibles into you again, and this time you feel the poison spread into your body and start taking effect, and you take, let's see, it was 3 points of damage from his mandibles and 4 points of poison damage. And you are now poisoned.
Oh boy. No, that's bad.
And then from the back of the room that you all can see, you hear a growling as a bigger spider comes down from the ceiling and walks into the room. He is really big. He takes up a 10-foot square, and he looks like the mama of everybody that you've been killing, and he is dripping venom from his mandibles.
Oh, good.
He spits at you, Isaac. Now, I know you were holding your turn. I don't know if this would trigger you to move. But he's gonna spit at you.
I'll leave it up to you. If you want to put it to where I could move, that is fine with me.
Well, how's this? The spider moves into your viewpoint. He is still technically on top of webbing. Are you wanting to move towards him to try to attack him?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so you're going to step onto the webbing to attack him.
Yes, I'll probably move myself. If I could. Could I rage and do a running attack on him?
Sure.
Like run and then jump?
Do it.
Alright, so I would like to rage. I think I come over here and do this thing. So he's raged.
Rage.
I would like to have my axes out. I'm running, and I think I can hit like right here and see if I could do a running attack on him and just like jump attack on him.
Jump
If
attack?
that's possible. Yeah. Like,
roll me an
jump at him.
athletics.
Athletics coming up.
You're raging, you have advantage.
So roll again, please. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
So,
gonna use my bless.
okay, use your bless.
It's a 1d4, isn't it?
Yep.
Huh?
Just gets a 1.
Okay, I think that's my d4.
Okay.
So that picks at 13.
1 second. I am going to say
Falls flat in the web.
you stand here, like you take a step here and go to jump, and the spider to your left like kind of turns to you and startles you a little bit because he kind of like rears back as you startled him, and because of that your jump is a little off and you fall like just to the left of the spider, and you are now webbed into place. But you're within reach. You just can no longer move without assistance.
Oh, so I can still hit him.
You can still hit him. Your hands are free, but your feet are not.
All right. I'm gonna go for that attack.
Do it.
Let's go with a little bit of slash. And it didn't do anything. Why are you like this? Hold on. Oh wait, I forgot. Sorry, that's my bad. I rolled the wrong thing here.
It's okay. I know you all
D20.
are super gung-ho about attacking. So.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this big spider. You rolled a 16 to hit.
Is there any pluses to that?
Are there
or
any
no?
pluses to that?
Isn't it +2 for my rage?
And plus,
No, that's only for damage.
God damn.
So you have not only blessed to add to that whatever your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus is.
Is it multiple?
So do you have your
Bless?
character? No, it's just 1d4.
Yeah, your
it
D&D
lasts
Beyond
until
should
it
be
runs
able to
out.
do it.
runs out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if
did
you're
it through the
only-
D&D Beyond. That's with all the proficiency and everything on there is the 16. Or not 16, but the 6 damage. So, and then I guess I add the D4.
Yeah, add the D4 to your
bonus.
attack
All
for
right.
your D20. Okay, so a 19 does hit.
Alright.
So you did 6 damage, and I'm gonna say that that was all of your movement, and like
Okay.
jumping and getting stuck into place. So you only that attack was what you did. So you were able to successfully do your jump attack, and you kind of smashed into the side of its face there. You didn't seem to deal a ton of damage, but you
Does it take
definitely
up my bonus action?
damaged it.
Mhm.
You can do a bonus action, sure. I think.
Bonus action is my armor strike.
What does Armor Strike do again? Oh.
Armor strike is my armor is spike armor.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I just like shoulder check his butt.
Okay. Because you're held in place, you definitely attempt to shoulder check, and it
Yeah.
feels like you hit him, but you probably didn't do as much damage as you normally do.
Okay.
So there you go. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So it is the spider's turn now because you kind of interrupted him, and since you're close to him now, he is going to try to reach out and grab you and take a little nibble nibble.
Me.
Reach out and touch me.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
You have advantage.
You have advantage.
All right. So there's that one.
It's a check, not save, bud.
Oh. I don't know how to do a strength check on this one then.
So go to where it says your strength score is, and it'll give you the option to roll the dice.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yep.
12.
Okay.
And for the advantage.
Still 12.
12, add that hashtag bless.
blessed
It has
for
bonuses.
saves and attacks. I don't know.
So it wouldn't.
Oh,
This
right,
would-
yeah, no.
'cause
yeah.
this
I'm,
is-
I'm,
It's
I'm
not a
thinking,
save.
I'm thinking guidance.
This is
from earlier
grapple.
Might be.
Mhm.
Because we all hate grapple. So the spider does successfully reach out and pin Isaac, and he is taking a bite out of Isaac now.
Okay.
So first off, to get through your armor, that is a 18. Does that break through your AC?
Yeah, my AC is 16.
16. Oh, okay. So he's gonna bite you and inject another load of venom. I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Con save. Yeah.
Okay.
And bless, I guess.
Attack roll saving throws.
Yep. So this is a saving throw. Go ahead.
Oh. So bless. 9, 10, 11, 12 altogether.
Okay. You've definitely made him angry, so as he pins you to the ground and takes a chunk out of your shoulder, you feel venom seeping into the now open wound. You take 8 points of damage to your shoulder, and the poison starts to seep in, and you take an additional 2 points of poison damage and are now poisoned.
Is he a dwarf? Does he get poison resistance?
I do have poison.
You're right! How much is your poison resistance?
I know
it does
he
not
gets
cost-
advantage on the saving throw against it.
I thought you just have the damage if it's.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
resistant to a poison.
Well, then you have it, so you only take 1 point of damage from the poison.
All right.
Okay.
So
Does that
9
mean you
points
can't
altogether?
be poisoned, or just that?
I don't know.
No, I think you can still be poisoned.
Are you
take
just
what
resistant? Yeah, probably just resistance to poison.
Yeah,
Ah.
resistance to poison.
Okay, then I'll remember that. Cool. Good. Then you only take 1 point of poison damage, so you're good.
Advantage on saving throws against poison.
All right, so 9 points
Oh.
altogether because of the physical.
Yes, correct. So it is now the top of the order. Actually, no, the Marco. How far can you move, Marco? Hello. Actually, he's going to attack that one. Okay. He's going to come up here and attack this one that you're attacking, Abaddon.
Nice.
He does hit. So he runs up the aisle after Isaac as Isaac does his jump attack against the big one that just popped up. And Marco is going to stab this one in front of you, and he does deal enough damage to finish him off. And so the spider in
Nice.
front of you is now dead.
Epic.
Now we are at the top of the order because your scribe isn't there for attacking, so she's going to stay where she is. So top of the order, Isaac, it's your turn.
All right, am I pinned or am I grappled?
You are currently pinned, so you're going to have to try to break out.
Isaac was holding the move, right? That's why they just had the turn.
Correct.
Yeah.
He was holding.
Okay, sorry. I just make sure you get blasted out of the order.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
So is it strength check to see if I break out?
Yes. Against my spider.
Speeder.
Okay, now
The
you're held.
Isaac, you're raging.
Yes, I am raging. So
Oh. Try again. Please.
8.
So, nope, you're pinned. That's your turn. Sorry.
Oh man.
It is Red's turn. Red, the spider behind you latched onto your butt real good. What you want to do about it?
Lash on my butt, you say, you didn't pay for that! And I will take 2 axe swings.
Who else poisoned?
Red and
Oh,
Isaac are
that's-
currently poisoned.
Disadvantage. So I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit.
Plus
Nate does not
4.
hit.
Or plus a d4.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
I don't know if 12 hits, but maybe we'll get there.
Does
12.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay. Roll it again. So that's a 21, but with disadvantage, it's a 19. Plus
Yeah. 19 hits, so you're good. Go ahead and
Okay,
roll
so-
damage.
15 points of damage with the Colossus Slayer added.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is hurt from my scorching ray.
And if it's not dead, I'm not moving.
It is actually dead, so you swirl around in your particular location because you're still kind of nudged in between the two pews, and you take a swing at it as it was trying to climb its way over the pew behind you, and you catch it underneath the chin and rip its throat out, and the head kind of tumbles off to the ground, and it is dead.
All right. And that will be...
Is that all that you can do? Or do you want to move?
2 attacks. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
No, right here.
Okay.
And just be stanced.
Cool. Dawngrave, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here. Maybe. Here-ish.
Okay.
Then at the big old spider friend that has descended upon us.
Yes. He is wounded.
Not that. Toll the dead.
Okay.
Nice.
I need to roll a wisdom save, yeah? He rolled a 17.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he do that?
How do you think I feel?
Dead.
I'm just like,
I think that lasted. I'm gonna fire a healing word off at Isaac.
Okay. Roll how much the healing heals.
4 damages of healing.
Wow.
Isaac, you
Damn.
heal a little bit.
How's that feel?
You feel rejuvenated.
I feel slightly better. It's all right, guys. I got this.
Abaddon, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to move to the end of the pews.
Mhm.
And I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna clasp my hands together one more time and kind of pull them apart, and then push my hands forward and cast Scorching Ray, and I'm just gonna be like, "Done, fiend," and I will shoot it out towards them. First hit to hit will be 20 total.
Yes.
Okay, second to hit will be 21, and third to hit will be 20 again.
Get him!
Nice.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do
I'm
this
holding them
all
down
on
for
this. No, that's 66 total damage then.
My God.
20 damage to this guy and fire damage. As 3 jets spring forward and just fly out towards the giant spider.
My spider.
Swear if you hit me. Burn my ponytail.
So you see this spider kind of pinning your friend down and chewing on him a little bit, and you channel that into your scorching rays and just blast this spider off of your friend. You see him kind of get thrown into the thing that's behind him, and something breaks, and then you just kind of see him. He squirms a little bit as he's just burning, and it doesn't stop, and just his insides just break, and he stops moving. Congratulations, you've killed the giant spider.
Am I about to get spider gooped?
It is slowly oozing towards you, yes, and you're still stuck in the web and poisoned.
Would the webs have burned a
I don't
little bit?
Don't want to
Yes.
get spider goop on me.
I'll take a second to move next to Isaac.
You can't go over the...
Move.
go
Oh,
around.
that's okay.
There you
Move
go.
next to Isaac, and then cast Lesser Restoration, which cures
Okay.
poison.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I don't want to be gooped on. Somebody
I'm gonna
help
do
me
the same
pull me
thing to
out.
Red real quick.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver, Dongrave.
So your scorching rays did burn everything over Isaac and behind him, but obviously you didn't want to hit him, so he was still
Yeah.
stuck in the web. As your fire kind of burns the webbing away from around it, you do see the statue of somebody kneeling with like a cloth over her head, and she's in like a praying stance. And just kind of looking around the base of it, there seems to be like a book and some trinkets and things around her base. And you're good. There's no more danger as far as you can see. There does appear to be large sacks strewn about the room. I don't know what you want to do with those. We have
Okay.
reached the end of our game time. Do we want to pause here, or do you want to look through this room first? Is everybody good with time?
Yeah, I'm fine for time.
Whichever you'd like to do.
I'm good, as long as you guys are good, because I know this is the normal time that I've said we're going to stop. So we'll go through this room first, and then we'll pause here for the night. So,
Okay.
what would you guys like to do right now? The webbing is pretty much gone. You can kind of move about the room freely at this point.
Okay.
It's still sticky, but you can move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get off the ground.
So, yeah. I'm gonna go check on the box that we passed initially and see how many coins are in there.
Sure. With the one that Dawngrave tossed into it, it looks like there's just a couple copper pieces in there.
Okay. I'll leave it be. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, I suppose.
I guess I'll gently go over to That's not what I wanted. This area over here.
Okay. Yep. Move where
And
you want to move.
I'm going to gently try to open up a sack.
And I'll do the same on this one.
Okay. Is everybody opening a sack, or is it just the
Everybody
two of
gets a
them?
I'm gonna go see what's under the like the altar. I'm gonna guess, or like what's underneath the statue, and see what's all laid out there.
Okay. Dongrave, I'm assuming you're going to that one over there.
Yeah, this is my sack.
Okay.
He's over here like, come on, give me an elf, give me an elf, give me an elf.
Oh my gosh. So, well, I'll just go from left to right. So Isaac will do yours first. So you get to the sack that you see, and it is vaguely humanoid shaped. Do you kind of cut into it to look in it?
I'm gonna try to see if I can find. I'll start with an area I know wouldn't be deadly to a human,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try to cut a little bit. You know, try to get to an area where I can get my fingers in and kind of rip it open.
Okay. So you kind of wedge your fingers into it with a little bit of cutting from like a delicate part of your axe, and you rip it open, and inside you do actually see the body of a humanoid person.
Is it a body like? Is it a body or like a person that's like still alive? kind
Are
of
they
thing?
dead?
Yeah,
Well-
are they dead?
You're not sure. They don't appear to be breathing, but they don't look like mummified. It's probably a fresh corpse if they are dead. How long does your bless last?
It's over. It lasts for a minute. I'm assuming a minute has passed.
Mhm.
Just checking.
Open up the bags, guys. There's people in them. We may be able to save one.
Well, I was hoping for a pony. I gotta open mine.
Okay. Just to speed this along, I'm going to assume you guys all try to open them delicately unless you tell me
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. You are able to take the bodies out of them. And who... Let's see. We have... Actually, Elise is good for this, so she's going to move up here because she is a cleric as well. And so are you, Dongrave. Do you want to roll a medicine check for me?
Tasty.
Ooh.
That's rolls work.
Dang.
Nice. All right, so I'm just gonna say that you are able to do this for all of them. You're pretty good with this, and with Elise kind of being there as well, because she's also a cleric, and you both do the Healy stuff together. After getting the bodies out, they are still alive barely. They are all extremely poisoned, and it seems that they are being affected by a paralyzation poison. So getting them out, you do now have 3 bodies that are unconscious, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Well, I will cast Cure Wounds on the one that I'm holding.
Okay.
I guess I'll go up for the 4th one up here. And, like, try to get them off the top here.
Sure. Not a problem.
I will also put a cure wounds on the one I'm hanging out with.
So
Sure.
you, how about I get 2, you get 2?
No. I will get 1.
All right, I'll get the other 3. So I'll cure
I'm
wounds
not
first.
trying to be stingy. I'm just
No. I get it.
So now do we have 4 that I'm pulling the top one off here?
Yes. This one does appear to be a young girl. Probably teenager age. The rest of them are kind of older adults. But there you go.
Isaac will try to be a little bit more gentle.
You now have 4 unconscious people to take care of.
Now,
Oh, good.
now, Isaac, you have your own person now. You're going to have to clean up after. You're going to have to take it for walks. It's a big responsibility.
It's probably
Damn it.
best if we take them to
I
a
wasn't
hospital.
ready for this kind of
Oh,
commitment.
No, it's fine. It's not a pet. We're saving them.
This is
Abaddon,
I hope.
Mhm.
your friends are running around because they were talking about the people in the bags, and they're
Yeah.
kind of taking care of that. So since they've got that, you were focused on your own thing. So under the burnt, crispy body of the spider that you took care of. You kind of
Crunchy.
scooted him out of the way a little bit to get under him. And you're able to see bits and baubles of like dried flowers here. This does appear to be an altar of some kind. There's actually some candles in the back that could be lit if you wanted to. And there seems to be a couple coins on here. And like I said, another one of those books if you would like to try to take it.
Yep, I will gingerly grab the book, making sure that, like, you know, not to break it, as like the last one was quite also, you know, kind of deteriorated.
Yep.
Does
Alright.
this one seem to be in the same shape, or is it like, or is it not? Or is, like, I guess better looking?
This one is about the same.
Okay, I'll cast Mending then on it just so I can make sure to keep it in somewhat stable position, like, you know.
Yep. Gotcha. So
Condition.
you kind of heal the cracks around the edge. It's still very brittle, but it doesn't look like it's going to fall apart instantly.
Yeah. And I'll take it. Opening up like a couple pages, do I recognize the writing? Also, how long has it been that we've kind of been doing this from me reading the other book and us coming to here? Has it been over an hour yet or no?
It has not been over an hour yet, no.
Okay, so I still have comprehend languages on then.
Yes. So gingerly opening this book, this does appear to be a book of prayer, like just a religious book of, you know, this god did whatever. Let me grab that. Hang on.
Okay,
Sorry.
all good.
1 second.
Take your time.
Kosuth. It does appear to be a holy book of Kosuth,
Okay.
written
I
in an
will-
ancient language.
I will. Which language is it? Can I tell?
Does comprehend languages let you tell what language it is?
Let me double check that. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
So it doesn't tell you what language
It
it is.
doesn't decode messages in the text or a glyph such as an sigil. No. Yes,
Yeah.
it does not. But, like, would I recognize it as any of the languages I speak?
It is not a language that you speak
Okay.
normally.
How do I check to see if that's a language I speak?
You would have to go look in his hands.
I look at Abaddon's hands.
So Don Grave comes up behind you and kind of, he can't peek over your shoulder because he's too short. He
Yeah. I
looks
kind of, like,
around.
I kind of, like, pull the book down a little bit, kind of show me, like, be careful, it's very fragile.
I'm not going to touch it. I just want to see if I recognize this.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see your languages. Don't say anything. 1 second.
Not saying anything.
I'll be right back.
It does appear to be primordial.
Wonderful.
Oh, I read that.
Oh, do you? I didn't think
Yeah, I
you
have
had
that
that
as
one.
language. Yep,
Well,
I
then-
have that one.
I apologize. You have that one too.
Okay.
Dang it, you
Making
guys in
jokes about
5
Red Isaac.
languages.
Well, you see, it's kind of my god, so I
Got
hope
it.
I would know
Right.
because it's on my brooch. But if I didn't, then that's fine. But I do know it, so I
Yes.
guess I could read it without. So
My bad.
all good.
So you both can read it.
Okay. Sick.
So the rest of the room, now that you're kind of not in a panic, there do appear to be some really nice, like, put up curtains on the edges that are a blue tint behind the statue, and on the wall over there to the right, where you saw the first spiders over here. And that's really it that this room is. So there's the curtains, and then you have the altar here that you've taken the book from. Do you want to take any of the trinkets on it, or do you want to leave them where they are?
What's on? Well, for the altar, can I tell what it is for the person kneeling or no?
Nope, the face is covered. It's just a normal, like, praying person on a
Okay.
thing. You're not entirely sure.
Okay, I myself will leave the baubles there. I'm not gonna touch it, but I will start reading through the book as best I can.
Okay.
I'm also going to stay away from curtains. I don't trust them anymore.
I'm gonna kind of move over and kind of sit down and start reading through a little bit.
Okay. I don't trust curtains!
Curtains are our number one enemy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so Abaddon is kind of reading a book. Isaac and Red, you do have these people. I'm not moving the body bags. I'm just going to assume you have them somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is my newly acquired child?
Oh no.
They are unconscious.
Teenagers, so you just hope they don't wake up and then.
Not yet.
Did the healing give them any indication that it worked?
Yeah, I mean they're breathing a little easier. They do still appear to be poisoned, so it's probably like a long-lasting poison, but they do appear stable. They are not continuously losing health or anything.
Has anybody got anything we can help cure the poison a little bit more with? They seem to be having trouble still.
I don't think I have anything. Let me check.
I don't. Sorry. I can't help much within the healing properties. Kind of go back to reading my book.
You know what? I'm gonna scramble around through the baubles a little bit and see if there's anything that catches my eye that might be helpful.
Sure. A lot of the baubles on there seem to be like bracelets, like one of those nice round ones that just snap across a woman's wrist. It is made of bronze. A lot of the trinkets on here are made of bronze. There's not a lot of detail on them. They seem to be really old. They're not brittle though. So if you want it, there's 2 bracelets, a necklace with a bronze version of that pendant you all did receive from the guy before you popped into this area. There are coins on here. Do you take the coins as well?
Isaac, are we cool with taking things? This is
That's
technically,
kinda like our
technically
thing,
our
right?
client still, even though this is a weird room that
If
I
you want
believe
to,
has
I'm
no
not going.
purpose.
I'm not going to touch anything myself. But if you want to grab something, feel free to. On my.
The-
But you know
Yeah.
what? After all this, I figure they owed us some kind of ale.
I'm of the same camp. Like, you take them if you want, but that's not my jam. But as you know, as part of Spark, we reclaim the stuff, right? So
Red, you want any of this?
No, I actually picked up appears to be some pouch of coins earlier that I had an idea for 'em whenever we have some time.
I'm going to pick up the coins and the bracelets
Okay.
and put them in my backpack.
You
and
gather.
I'm going to take that amulet
Okay.
and go, Abaddon, there's
Yeah.
one of those necklaces, like what they gave you.
And what are you implying with that?
Well, this place looks kind of suspicious. And it's the same place they have. Why would they have 2 different altars of people in the same building?
Is it of the same person, Katharina?
Same person as who?
The goddess queen that we were introduced to and heard that long-winded story about. Like on the shrine, I know like she's got like her face is covered. We kind of like get under it and look up and see if it's her.
There's not really a face to look at. It's like the veil was. She's like a maiden, that not really
Oh,
like a
okay.
goddess kind of thing.
like part of the sculpture doesn't just have like a blanket over it or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. The statue that was in the other room with the first spider we ran into is that the same one as this one?
That one was an angel. No.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can go back and compare if you wanted.
Can save that for next time.
Do I want to take a short rest or just a rest here in the time being, just kind of gather our thoughts on this, or do we want to continue moving?
I think we should pause for the cause.
Yeah, I'll add in what I picked up from the thing.
I want to check that little pouch of money.
Okay. So since you guys are just taking kind of a breather in this room because you had to deal with a lot of crap, in your pouch of coins you have 47 copper and 35 silver. From the altar you take 15 copper, 2 silver, and a gold piece.
15 copper.
Can I get my coinage one more time? Hold on, I get it.
Yes. 47 copper and 35 silver.
All right, so I'm gonna say to everyone else, like, hey, so got this money. Would you all like a cut, or you want to put this aside as like travel expenses? So if we ever need rooms or food, we can just draw from this.
I'll go with whatever the majority goes with, but I don't need any money myself for the moment.
Yeah, I'm good for now. Let's rainy day fun. Rainy day fun.
Rainy day fund it is.
And what did I get for the money on mine?
I believe I told you 15 copper, 2 silver, and a gold. And I am not keeping track of your baubles. You write them down or you don't have them anymore.
And you said I got 2 bronze bracelets.
Yes, 2 bronze bracelets. And you gave Abaddon the pendant.
I'll take the pendant and put it in my pocket with the other one.
This pendant is much better quality than the first ones. It appears to be solid silver.
Solid silver, did you say? Or?
Solid silver.
Okay. Can I do a quick Arcana check on the bauble to see if it's similar to the other one? Potentially an Arcana, or if this one, I guess, gives me off a magical sense.
You don't sense anything magical with it.
Okay. Can I do one more Arcana check on the first bauble?
Sure.
Or I guess trinket, because I failed the first time.
So you...
It's alright.
You're fine. So you pull it out of your pocket, and you sense now that there doesn't appear to be any magic left in this amulet, if there was any in the past.
Okay.
It is
Sounds
now
good.
dead.
Okay.
It is the deaded.
It is the big dead.
So, is everybody good with what you've done in this room? Otherwise, we are going to pause here, and we will pick up next to the dead spider next week.
Are we doing a short rest? Like, we want to put a short rest in? Or?
Short or long rest? I was going to ask that, yeah, because I kind of suggested that.
Well, we do have some bodies here.
I don't know that we can do a long rest right now.
That's true.
Yeah, long rest probably not. Short rest for sure, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say you guys can probably do a short rest, but you do have 4 bodies to take care of. Cool. I am going to say thank you, stream, for anybody who it might still be chilling with us. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And I am going to let you guys go. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Kath.
Same thing on my end. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, same thing over here. Good night, everybody in every chats. Take care, y'all.
Bye-bye.